Is it me doing the intro? Oh, thanks for giving me a fucking heads up. We can tell that it's 3:30 in the bloody morning. Welcome back to another Watchalong on Stretford Paddock. Obviously, Jay, Joe, the rest of the bastards are over there watching the game live. So you got us free to watch Deadpool versus Johnny Evans. I'm not too sure who else is playing tonight, but I'm joined by these two. Dave, are you excited for the game?
To be honest, I'm kind of happy that it's a bit of a youthful team. I think there's 6 or 7 of the FA Cup final of 22 playing, so it'd be interesting to see how they compare against like a team that have done quite well and got promoted last season. So, it gives them a chance to see if they're at that level or if they're even better than that State United. Yeah,
it should be really interesting. What have you made up of the lineup?
It's a blockbuster game. Excited for it. In all seriousness, I think I'm looking forward to see someone like a Hannibal. Really want to see how he kind of gets on and progresses. I'm looking forward to see Dan Gore just signed a new contract as well. Gerardo, so yeah, they need to step up now. This is the moment to impress.
Yeah,
so
there was rumours today, you talk about Hannibal, there's rumours about maybe going out on a loan move earlier on today. Would you like to see him at Old Trafford, next season, or maybe go out for a 12 month?
Yeah, I think he's got something there, definitely. I think in the last game, he had that kind of intensity about him where he seems to fit that kind of Eric Ten Hag mould when you look at players like Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes and these kind of guys. Definitely needs minutes because I don't think he can push into the first team just yet, but there is something there, just something cooking. Just needs to, bit game time.
Yeah, and in terms of Johnny Evans, who I mentioned in the intro, what's happening there? I'm glad to see Johnny back, to be honest. He's one of the players that I didn't want to see leave.
Yeah, I was the same. I never wanted to see him leave, but obviously he's done quite well since he's left. Yeah, it's a strange one bringing him back, but I don't know whether it's basically Ten Hag saying, all right, we'll bring you in just to show that we're trying to get rid of another centre-half. It's maybe a bit of a strange way to do it, but listen, he's a guy who knows the club quite well. He's been here since he was a kid. He's won things here. Maybe he's here to do a bit of coaching as well, similar to what Carrick did. Yeah. You never know. But listen, I'm happy he's back. He's United through and through. So, yeah, why not?
Do you think this is a bigger game for Wrexham in terms of, they had a decent result against, was it the MLS?
I couldn't even tell you.
I think they got absolutely battered by Chelsea.
5-0 Chelsea.
Chelsea, but I think they had a decent result over there. Bit strange. Do you think it's more of a sort of, I don't know, for documentary purposes, why Wrexham are over there?
Yeah, we was just discussing off camera, weren't we? How many times is the camera going to pan to Ryan Reynolds? Yeah. But yeah, it's good exposure for him, I suppose, and Man United, Wrexham coming together. You got the whole kind of dragon element as well to it. So yeah, they'll be looking forward to it, I'm sure, and the players as well when you're playing against Manchester United.
I like how you brought the dragon element into
dragon. Yeah. So
you should wait for Hollywood putting as much twists in it as possible. Can you help us go through the team then, Dave? So you're a little bit more clued up on the under 23s.
You got to remember my eyes are awful, so I'm gonna have to.
Do you want me to, well, considering it's tiny, I can't read that. What have we got there? So we got Bishop in net.
Yeah, decent keeper. We got Fish centre back. I really like Will Fish. I think he's really good alongside Johnny Evans. We've got Mark Gerardo right back. He's a Youth Cup winner. We've got Fernandes. He didn't play in the Youth Cup, but I think he's a top player. Winger going forward as well. He's pretty good. Then Hannibal. There, we all know what Hannibal's about. We've seen him. He's done well when he's gone out on loan as well. Dan Gore, who's just a terrific player, like you said, just signed a new contract as well. I think Ten Hag really liked the look of him, so it's given him an opportunity to really show what he's about. Isaac Hansen-Aaron, another terrific player. The ball at his feet, I think he's really got potential to go far. And then up front we've got Joe Hugill, who's a decent centre forward, scores a lot of goals, another Youth Cup winner. Yeah, Shola Shoretire or Shortire. Me and Jay used to go over this all the time.
I thought he got on loan to Bolton, hadn't he?
Yeah, and he did quite well there at Bolton. I think I remember watching his first game, and he was electric. So and he's relatively young still. I think he made his debut for the under-19s when he was 14. So people have known his name for a while, but he's still relatively young, and he's got a lot to show. So yeah, I mean for me, it's a decent team to look at, but you don't know how this is going to compare against a Wrexham team. If they've got a strong team out, I think it's going to be a good test anyway.
Yeah, certainly. And make sure you're getting in the comments if we're staying up to watch it, then you can get involved in the chat. A lot of people are saying they're surprised to not see Donny van der Beek in the team. Does that mean bye-bye, Donna?
It's such a tough one with Donny van der Beek, innit? 'Cause I almost feel sorry for the lad. I'm looking at him, I'm like, Because I know there's ability there, but I think it's just like with the Premier League, I just think the physicality doesn't suit him. I don't know what it is. I think he can flourish in other leagues, but he just can't seem to keep up with that intensity. And I'm always kind of rooting for him in a sense.
I don't know if I'm rooting for him. I agree what you said there. Maybe he's better off suited to another league, but listen, he's been at United for a while now. He's had plenty of chances. He's played loads of minutes. We loaned out to Everton. I know he got a bit of an injury, but when he did play at Everton, he didn't look great. No. I just don't think it's going to work out here. And I mean, keep trying him over and over again. I just don't think it's going to happen. I mean, Ten Hag was managed him as well previously, and he doesn't look like he's been interested in him since he's been at United. So maybe it's just move on. It's better for both parties.
It's funny because there's a lot of people joking about it, saying, "Can you imagine if you don't get game time under Eric Ten Hag, the manager who literally brought him up
and he
in Ajax, and he still hasn't." So there must be something wrong there. It must be the league, the tempo. I don't know what it is.
Do you think that was going through Donny's mind then, when he saw the rumours of it being either Ten Hag or Pochettino? He might have thought to himself, I'm getting back in that team. Yeah.
That's it now. Starting 11.
It's been worse for it since Ten Hag's come in. It's been worse for him.
I love that though about Ten Hag, not because it's like it's
but he's
Donny, but it's he very much ruthless, and he has a vision of how he wants to play football. And if Donny doesn't fit in, obviously he was a success at that Ajax team, but that Ajax team was a whole team. It wasn't the Donny van de Beek show. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There were better players
of course
in
it was.
there. Let's see what else you've got. Henderson, I don't care for because obviously it looks like he's going to leave. This is Mags HD. But for Donny, I wished it worked out. What else have we got? Watching it live from Thailand. It's 9:30 a.m. here, so fair play to everyone watching. Right. Academy players in the UK at 3:30 a.m. How's your Thai? Do you know any Thai?
No, I've never looked into it.
Sawadee Kai, I think it's
That's pretty good.
Yeah, they'll probably correct me on that in a minute. What did you make of the news today that United may be open to any offers for West Ham 45 mil? McTominay?
Yeah. One thing I liked about Manchester United, this transfer market, is that it seems like they're not being taken for mugs slightly in certain deals. And selling players like someone like a Scott McTominay, if you are going to sell him, usually it'd be like 30 million, 25 million price tags being thrown around. But if you stay stubborn on the 40 to 45, if West Ham really want him, I think they've just had a bid rejected, had they, for someone, West Ham, or a midfielder, or they went to go in for, fucking hell, who was it now? Went to buy a player basically, and he was saying, no, we want 50 million and upwards, so maybe that's why they turned their attention to Scott McTominay. But
I think with West Ham, the fact they sold Rice for the money they've sold him,
you
can't be then offering low prices for a midfielder who's quite similar to him. So.
Yeah, I mean they're trying to sort of spread the money around for Declan Rice, and obviously Fred as well is another one. How desperate do you think it is that we sell players before we can bring anyone in? Because I think it was breaking today about 2 hours ago. Producer Callum can get it up about the news of Højlund
and Amrabat. It was Amrabat. I heard him described as like a technical bully. Like he's very, very good in all aspects of the game, and for the price tag that you're looking at, 25 million, if you can move Scott on for 40 to 45, and then I don't know if they'll sell both. That's the thing. I don't know if they'll sell both Fred and McTominay. I think one goes. I don't think both.
You think so?
Me personally, yeah. But
it's hard, isn't it? Because which one do you keep? I mean, I know Fred gets a lot of slack, but he does do some decent things. Some of his balls going forward have been quite good. It's his probably defensive work that people slag him off on, but his other play is quite good. But then you've got McTominay, who's been at the club since he was a kid, and obviously United through and through, who can play multiple roles. We've had him in midfield, we've had him in defence. I mean, look at him for Scotland recently, bagging goals against decent teams. You know, you can put him up front. Even we've put him up front when we've needed trying to get a last-minute goal because he's a tall lad. So it's difficult which one if you had to sell one, which one you'd rather keep. I think the club's mind, they'd probably want to keep McTominay. If they had to sell one and keep one, they'd probably keep McTominay.
You think, no, but for business sense, they'd get more money for McTominay than they would Fred, I imagine, with the age and stuff. And I think McTominay's probably got a higher ceiling. Fred's 30 now.
Yeah. But you never know. With obviously McTominay staying in Britain, you probably get the money for him, but if Fred went abroad, you might get a little bit more money than he would if staying in the Premier League.
For me, I think I've seen a higher level from Fred. Like I've seen him perform really, really well in tough away European fixtures. And Scott's done well, against Leeds and other teams. He can kind of exploit certain things. But I think Fred has been the better player at the very, very top between both. But yeah, I think one of them definitely needs to go in order to bring in like an Amrabat, because competition drives the whole squad, doesn't it? That's the whole point of bringing in these guys and being ruthless and cutthroat and getting these people in.
Yeah.
Improve competition, right?
Yeah, no, that's certainly the case. And I think McTominay isn't going to get much better. Fred certainly isn't going to get much better. But Manchester United, you hope, are going to get better.
Yes.
So you've got to sort of bring up the levels throughout.
Yeah,
and I think only when you've got players like Mount coming into the midfield as well with Casemiro. And I think how old is McTominay? 25, would you say? 25, 26?
Yeah, I think 25, 26, I think. Yeah, something.
So
like that.
he won't be like playing games now. He's done enough years at United to realise that I don't think he's going to push any further.
And I think someone like West Ham is level, to be honest with you. I think he could be not like a star player, but he can be an important player from there. So if he's looking at it and he's thinking, I want to get minutes, he can't see a future under Erik ten Hag. I'm sure Erik ten Hag will want to keep him about as like a squad player, but if he's not getting first team minutes that he desires, then West Ham seems to be the perfect move. The issue is with Manchester United, when we try moving on players, is the wages.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Scott's on, but like even Harry Maguire was linked with West Ham as well, and then you're talking about, I think he's on about 200 grand a week. West Ham want to offer about 100, so you're asking a guy there to cut 100 grand a week out of his wages to drop down to West Ham from Manchester United. That's why the deals are so difficult to do.
Yeah, but the McTominay though for an academy player for United to get if we get 45 million,
pure profit, innit?
That's like probably one of the best deals Manchester United will have. We've been so bad at selling players.
Yeah.
I think we got a decent amount for Lukaku, didn't we?
70
but even that was a loss on what we paid for him,
Yeah.
especially the expectations that he came with. But so to make pure 45 mil profit on Scott McTominay would be completely different to what we used to. What do you reckon to then anybody else sort of going out?
Well, obviously, Elanga's just gone recently as well. I was quite surprised the amount of games he played. I know he played a bit, but over 50 appearances. It's probably not really worked out as well it should have. He was a player who was electric on the left at youth level. I think when he first came in, he was a bit nervous and it just staggered him a little bit, but he's a decent player, and I think Forest will do really well there. He's not got that as much pressure as he has at United, and on his day, I've said it to Jay 100 times. When he picks that ball up on the left, when he cuts inside, I don't think there's anyone better than doing that and not getting a goal. I've seen him do the same move probably 30, 40 times, and he did it a couple of times with the first team, but. Yeah, I think if he gets his confidence back and he goes, I think he'll do really well there. He
had a period under Ragnick, didn't he, where he looked really, really good, like one of the standout players, most improved. And I was looking at it, I was thinking, maybe there is something there for the lad, like I can see something. But with how saturated that winger position is now, we talk about some of the talent that's there, Nacho, Ahmad, Rashford, Antony, like it's so tough to get in there. So I think Forest is a really good move for him. I think he could be, again, another like massive player for them. Improving.
Some people are saying that Elanga for 15 million is not a good deal. We should have got more.
Yeah, maybe we should have got a little bit more.
I don't know.
It's one of them now. Is like you just said about the winger options we got. Would he have got into the team? Maybe it's 50. If we kept him around because we wanted more, we might not have got more for him. But to get 15 million for someone who's maybe sat on the bench because of the other wingers, you might as well get the money for him. Let him play.
I think my bar's so low with United selling players because we have been mugged up before in the past. I was kind of expecting like 10 million for Elanga, but obviously when you put it in perspective, maybe 15, 20 at a push would have been good.
And it's another player who's obviously come through. I know he came over from Sweden, but we got him relatively young and he's come through. It's another player that we've profited out of. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Dead Monkey Eating a Banana asked, out of this lineup, who has the most potential to play first team football this season, in your opinion? Go to you first.
Hannibal, I would probably say, is a standout there. But then I've watched Dan go more and more, and I really like him. Simplistic player, great first touch, reads the game well. But Hannibal, I would probably say, out of the ones that are on that pitch.
I think probably if he starts performing well and carries on, I think Isaac Hansen-Aaron, I think he's he's just gifted on the ball. Sometimes he doesn't look like he's running the show or anything, but when he's playing, he is a team player, but he's just good on the ball. And I think if he just progresses with that, I think Ten Hag will see that and get him involved.
Yeah, and it depends on what position it is as well. Like I said, with the midfield is quite highly saturated and stuff. I'm hoping that young lad Johnny Evans makes it through to the first line.
He might go far in.
Yeah, 35 years young he is.
If Maguire goes, do we keep Johnny Evans?
This has been my theory all along.
Would you let Maguire go and keep Johnny Evans?
That's a different question.
The answer is yes, right? Okay, you do.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He seems to be impressing in training from things you're hearing. So I think if you want to use the money from Maguire, I don't know if you want to use it towards another target. Bring in Johnny Evans if he's at that level as a third choice, fourth choice centre back. I'm not mad at that, to be honest.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, at Johnny Evans' age and what he's done, he's probably happy knowing that he's not the first choice.
Yeah.
Harry Maguire still wants to be that first choice centre back, and at the moment he's not. It probably is best for him to move on and be at a club where he's playing 90 minutes every week. It can't be good for him sat on the bench or not even involved in the squad. I know he's obviously been captain has recently been taken off, and I think that's been a bit of a sign now for him to think, right, it's probably time for me to move on.
Yeah, Tom Brady on a super chat said, is he the famous NFL player?
He's a big fan of us, isn't he?
Super Bowl winner.
Nice one,
Big
Tom
up, Tom.
Tom Brady, and only a whopping $4.99. I'm in the States and didn't expect to see a live from the studio for this game. You guys truly are the best. Yes, we really are better than them lot that are over there in the States. Right, okay. Are you faithful for many? Can we get the Wrexham team up? Do you know much about the Wrexham team?
Yeah, loads.
Okay, let's bring them up. Can we get the Wrexham team on the screen?
Absolutely not. Don't know anything.
Yes.
Oh, see, they have we see the presenters and the people in front of the camera. We're all
Ryan Reynolds up top.
We've not slept at all,
Yeah.
and them lot behind there with the tea cozies on their heads and what napping. Right, okay. What about, are you a fan of Deadpool?
I'm more of a fan of Always Sunny.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and so everyone's going on about Ryan Reynolds, but Rob McElhenney for me he's the man.
I think in general, just for the Wrexham players, I don't know a lot about them individually, but when you play Manchester United pre-season tour in America, it'll be absolutely huge for them. The lads will be absolutely buzzing.
Former United player in goal.
Yeah, Ben Foster.
Cycling GK, Ben Foster. Top lad.
Yeah.
Didn't he do a rap once? Do you remember that?
Ben Foster?
Ben Foster rapping.
He used to play for Watford, didn't he?
Yeah.
There's a video, I'm pretty sure, on Twitter that when he was rapping in the dugout.
I can't imagine that at all.
Yeah, it completely threw me. But they're going. Could you see them in the Premier League if this carries on?
It's hard to say, innit? I mean, they've already invested a lot of money, and you got to remember the league they were playing in last year. They were outspending everyone, I mean, wages-wise as well. So they should go up, with the amount of money they spent. But to then go from the League 2 now next year.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
League 2 to League 1 to Championship, they've got to spend a real amount of money, and they've just they're doing the ground up, aren't they? To put a brand new stand in, that's not going to be cheap, and I can't see him just. Maybe they gradually, eventually, but it's not. I don't think it'll be quick.
Yeah. Have you watched the documentary?
On
the Wrexham documentary?
No, I've not.
It's supposedly really good.
Wrexham?
Yeah.
I don't know, it just doesn't entice. I just see it as like because a lot of kind of Hollywood actors are trying to invest in these clubs now, aren't they? Because they can see an opportunity. If you invest a certain amount of cash, you get them to a certain level. But I don't, like you said, I don't know how far.
But I don't
that takes you.
I think they don't realise that. People think you can just buy the club and get on with it. I don't think they realise how much money you got to spend afterwards.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It has to be spent right. You can't just throw cash.
I mean, look at us. We're talking about this takeover. Everyone's saying, oh, well, they're going to spend how many billion to buy us, and then, oh, by the way, once you bought it, you've got to buy this, and do this up. It's costs more no matter what.
Yeah. Don't even get started on that takeover, man.
Well, let's not go on the takeover, but people are talking about the kit, and it's not getting the
grim,
best
innit?
of
It is
reviews.
grim.
Someone said it's worse than the zebra kit that we had a few years ago.
No.
James Hunsinger said that. Looks terrible. The away kit is Green Hulch's bakery uniform, which is quite a niche thing if you're from over the Wigan way.
Specific.
Are you a fan of it then, Dave?
No, I think it's awful. I saw it, like I was just saying before we went live, they've got the replica shirt, which what you buy in the mega store, and they've just basically put a big, logo over the top. There's screen printed on the same on the arm, and it looks so tacky. But if you want it to look like the players, where it's actually already printed on the shirt, you got to pay 110 quid for it. It's like kids these days, how are you supposed to afford that? It's ridiculous, and you're paying that money and it looks awful as well.
It's a bit controversial, but I don't mind it. I didn't like it at first. When I first saw it, I thought, like I said before, it just screams Newcastle. That's the first thing I thought. Or a humbug suite, you know what I mean? But now it's like I saw Onana in the jacket and I thought, I don't mind it actually. I think that'll be looked back at in 20, 30 years' time.
It's one of them. If they did a kit that was just all green, it wouldn't be too bad. It's the fact that it's stripes and it's got this pinstripe in it. It's
that
just
lime green one last season anyway, that was horrendous.
We're actually just watching a video now. It's going through the inspiration behind it. And they actually said because one of them was because there was green windows.
It's rubbish. Remember when they did the pink kit and they said it was inspired by the pink newspaper? It's a load of rubbish.
Stop trying to flog
back to one of the first kits as well, wasn't it, in like 1910 or something, I think they were saying.
Yeah. One young player, I mean, he's actually not with the under-23s tonight, but was massively impressive the other night, is Mainu.
Yeah, massive fan of him. Evades pressure really well, reads the game, passing on point, plays a 6 as an 8. Top level player. I think it's a massive breakout season for him this season.
I can see him definitely breaking.
Yeah,
I think that's why McTominay and Fred could both possibly go.
He's really a top player, and I think during like the Youth Cup run which we covered when we won it, for me he was a standout player. Garnacho at the time was getting all the praise because he was scoring the goals, and don't get me wrong, Garnacho did amazing things, but Kobe Mainoo was just the main man running that midfield, and he just looked better than anyone else on the pitch. And like when you've seen him, when he's given his chance, he's not looked out of place, and he's still 19.
I think it was significant when you saw Rick Ball kind of drop down the pecking order, and he give him like the number and put him onto the bench, and you saw that he clearly sees something in him. Talented boy, so yeah, I hope he does break out into the team this season. Yeah,
Kieran Roberts said that he is such a great player. Hopefully, we'll have plenty of years for him to come through. Glad it's another one that is absolutely fantastic to see him again. Do you see that about the Spurs owner? Just got caught of insider trading.
Really?
He's been indicted. I'm not too sure if that means anything for Harry Kane.
He might need to sell him off quick.
Yeah. How much them lawyer fees? Well, you give us Harry Kane and we'll sort them out for you, mate. Right, tell us where you're from when you're watching. There's like nearly 600 is watching, and can you make sure you're liking the button, because my maths ain't great. It's 600 watching, only 60 likes, and we're up at 3:30 in the morning. Do us a favour. Right, okay, what are your score predictions, and are we going to penalties tonight? We found out 10 minutes before the game started against Arsenal that we were going to penalties. I'm hoping we aren't, for everybody's sanity, and I don't have to fall asleep live on camera. What score do you expect it to be tonight? It could be a tough game.
Yeah, it could. You'd hope we get a couple of goals, but I mean, I don't really know much. I say I don't know much about him. I've not really seen him play, but everyone talks about this Paul Mullin. He was a goal scorer, so it's going to be difficult. I mean, obviously, Super Johnny Evans and Will Fish at the centre-back must have to stop him, but I don't know. It could go either way, couldn't it? It's a young team, and I mean, look, they've got, like we said, Ben Foster experienced in goal as well. You know, and they've been playing together professionally for a while now. I don't know. 2-1. Let's say 2-1 United.
2-1. I'm glad you got there in the end. What score do you reckon it'll be?
3-1. Yeah, I think we'll do him. But I just hope it's a competitive game, because we've seen in some of them. I know it's pre-season, but second halves drop off quite a bit. Intensity. Just hope it's fun. 3 in the morning watching.
Yeah,
blockbuster.
Just to keep us awake.
Yeah.
You want it to be a bit.
I've had my double coffee, and then that can.
That was the case against Arsenal, though. It was like the first half was decent, United.
Yeah.
And we fell off. I mean, and Arsenal tried their best for the first half, second half, and for penalties, and lost all of them. So, for that side, it was really good. Everyone's from all over the world. Cayman Islands versus Trinidad, Copenhagen, New Zealand, Canada, originally from Cork, Roy Keane country. Yeah, my granddad's from Cork.
Nice.
From Burnage, originally now from Burnage, now living in Vancouver, Canada. Show off.
Wow.
Watching from India whilst making breakfast.
Lovely.
Good morning to you. Birmingham, Brap. I'm from Wilmslow, but I live in Ohio now. Aberdeen. Never been to Aberdeen. You been to Aberdeen?
I've only been to Glasgow and somewhere else in Scotland. I can't remember the name of it.
Somewhere else it left that much of a mark on you.
Where Greenock Morton plays. Maybe that's what it's called.
Okay. So we've got some more exotic places. Sydney, Texas, Bolton.
Wide range of people.
Virginia. Right, okay. Get your score predictions in. A lot of people saying, what we've got, 4-0, 5-0. Everyone's just saying where they're from now, all around the world. West Australia, Norway, London, Oregon.
What did you say, Westeros then? Sure
where is this game? San Diego, isn't it?
Yeah. And then Madrid. Is Madrid?
Madrid's Los Angeles, is it?
Is it Los Angeles?
Which is the one in Vegas? Which is the Vegas game? Is that Dortmund?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
Madrid's Houston.
Houston, right.
Houston.
Oh, Jay will be having his day there because he's a massive JFK fan.
There's a book depository.
Yeah.
Dallas though, I know.
It's in Texas, though, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, but Texas is
But they're
bigger than England.
They're planning on driving across Texas. I know Steve has got some plans for that. 4-0, 4-0, 3-2, 8-0. We're getting. Greenock is 5 miles from Glasgow. Well travelled.
You know what I mean?
So you see, basically stop for a butty on the way home. Sunshine Coast, Australia. Started from Maldive Road, and now he lives in Yemen.
Jesus. It's on Maldive Road today.
Right, we're about 3 minutes.
They're just doing the national
I know
anthem.
there's a proper show going on here.
There's about 200 people on the pitch as well.
National
We got
anthem.
the bomber
full
going
thing, Top
over.
Gun thing,
And
now,
they've
a
got
lot,
Tom
mate.
Hanks, Tom Cruise. Why are they flying a bomber over the plane, over the stadium? It's too early for this shit.
I feel like I'm in a dream or something.
Oh, look at this.
Amazing.
Imagine if we did this and had a Union Jack before every game.
Oh.
They've brought out a
Could never
Union
imagine
Jack. They've got someone dressed in a sailor's outfit singing the national anthem. The Union Jack's being wrapped up.
That's not the Star Spangled Banner. That.
It's always really awkward, you know, when they like butcher it as well. If they get someone on who's not that decent at singing, they're doing national anthem.
Who should they have? Who should
You
they
pick
have?
anyone.
No, but I mean, who should they have roped in? It's Wrexham versus Manchester United under 23s. I don't think on the phone to, I don't know, Beyonce. Chance coming down to San Diego.
We've got a really
for
interesting
10
game
minutes.
here.
I know
Beyonce.
Jay-Z needs you and all that. Just come down.
It's still quite a spectacle, though, isn't it? To be fair, well, they're making the best out of it.
I think
half empty. It's true. It is a half empty stadium.
Yeah, well, I didn't even clock that right hand side there.
Someone said they do this nationalist orgy stuff in every event in the US. I'm glad they don't do that in England.
You'd get sick of it.
I'd get sick of it within the first time seeing it.
You see the stuff about taking the games over to the US? I think Jay actually tweeted it out.
Yeah, I saw it earlier on.
Yeah.
It could happen, but I don't want it to.
You don't want regular watch-alongs at this time, do you?
Oh God, no.
No,
Well,
that wasn't the first sort of thought when it came to my mind. No, we don't want that.
But if it was Barcelona or something away in Champions League, I don't mind it. Like.
No. I mean, if it's like Burnley versus Wolves, yeah, by all means, you know, because them fans don't get to travel.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's a very good point.
Can't make it to Europe, so we're sending you out to the States. Man City playing half-empty stadium. Let's be honest, it's not a good national anthem. Controversial. We have fans from America watching, so I'm not going to slag their national anthem. I'll let you do it, Dave. What do you think? What's a good national anthem?
The Italian one's pretty good.
Yes, my lot. That's a
top
cracking.
notch,
Yeah,
top level.
Ticket prices for this were ridiculous. It was they were charging $135
Jeez.
to watch Michael Fish and Annabelle and Johnny Evans.
Will Fish.
I know, I'm joking, man. Michael Fish did the weather, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's all reference
yeah,
there.
that.
The
Throwback
That went
that.
straight over my head. That.
The Brazil anthem. Apparently, the Navy SEALs base. This is from Clayton M. Is just outside San Diego, so there's a massive Navy population in South California.
Well,
Who knew?
How about the
History
Air Force?
lesson.
Because the plane wouldn't have been.
Very
I
insightful.
don't know.
I mean, look at that. They're getting ready and they got selfies on the
and
pitch
everything.
before the game.
Camera in the bottom of the net. They're ready to go.
They're just not taking it serious. Is Ryan Reynolds even at the game? That's the only reason it's happening. We've not seen him yet, have we?
I'm sure I saw something, I swear, before it was anyway. It wasn't even going to be at the game, so I don't know. Seems like there's other people that aren't at the game looking at that stand.
George Parker said he's loving the trim, Britta, up the paddock. You had a haircut?
Yeah, this morning.
Why do you look so...
you don't seem very happy about this morning.
Well, because that was, it seems like days ago because I've been up that long.
Have you not been did you just stayed awake?
I'll go up about 8 this morning, yeah.
What
a
about
long
you?
day, innit? Couldn't even tell you what time I woke up this morning. About 10.
Right, we're off at the Snapdragon Stadium. Manchester
Yes.
United
That's what
reserves
we want.
under 23s and Johnny Evans versus Wrexham AFC. Make sure you get liking. Still 61 and it's 600 if you're watching.
Come on, lad.
I've not woke up for 60 likes, man.
Smash a like if you think Johnny Evans is going to score an over.
Yeah. Well, don't do that. I think that'd be a little bit optimistic.
Nah, he's got it in his.
He's got that in him.
Yeah. If that happens now, that's a clip. Sorted.
Yeah, just seeing him playing this kit, it's not growing on me at
know what?
all.
Up until you said that, I was looking at the red kit thinking we're on the ball here. Didn't even cross my mind. It's late. There we go. On the attack. Hansen.
Oh, nice touch.
Oof. A wee magician.
Quite direct there.
Yeah. That's one thing he wants in it, Ten Hag. He just wants the same style regardless of what kind of age range you want. Wants
Yeah,
same intensity,
depending what team
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
same principles.
You think this may be a better entertaining game than some of the other friendlies because these have something to prove. You know, they'll be fighting for something next season.
Yeah.
That's what I keep telling myself in the back of my head.
Yeah.
No, they are though. I mean, some of these, all of them are pushing to the first team, but others are thinking, well, I'd like a loan move if there's a chance to prove what I'm about.
Ryan Reynolds is not in the game. He's actually in England filming, apparently.
Yeah. Sure, I'll be watching.
Tony Soprano got in touch and said, why are you guys having to do this? Must have done something really bad in your previous life. To be honest, I've been in worse situations at 3:30 in the morning that I'm glad we're on to camera. Leon Thorpe, Freetown, Sierra Leone. Good morning or good day to you. USA national anthem is based on the rhythm of an Irish drinking song. Is that true?
Could be in here if he puts his head up. Oh no.
Look at that. What them bizarre patches on the pitch? Like the pitch has got dandruff. What the fuck?
Yeah, it is grim, this kit.
From far away it looks worse. I think close up you see it in detail. I don't think this is bad. Go on, get onto it. Are you a fan of Joe Hugo?
Yeah, he was. Well, we got him and McNeil at the same time, and when they both came in, obviously Hugo's a lot taller, so he went straight in the 23s or 21s as it now is, and McNeil was in the 18s. So it was a bit of a tougher test for him, and then he got an injury. But on his, when he's fit and he's going, playing well, he's a really good goal scorer. I think, obviously with the way we play with one striker up front, it's a shame because I think if we played two up front, I think McNeil and Hugo would do brilliant together.
Yeah, days of two strikers now have gone, aren't they? To be fair. What's happened with McNeil? Did you say he's gone on loan now?
There was talk about it.
Well, yeah, McNeil and Forest Green and he gone there. So I thought that was a done deal and he's with him now, but obviously being on the bench must be after the tour.
Right, here's one for you. So, top 5 worst United kits. I think we'll have to stay in the Premier League era for this.
Top 5.
This. The grey one that they played against Southampton.
Oh yeah. Has anybody changed?
I don't think it's a bad looking kit. That it's just bad
It's
for what
worse
it
than
did.
that.
It's worse than that.
Yeah, definitely.
The zebra kit.
That was shocking.
The kit, the more recent grey kit that had the Trinity on it, I thought that was awful.
More recent grey one.
It like
Did we
dots
have
all
one
over it, and
that?
it made it look like the Trinity. It's like 2018 maybe.
I was never a fan of the ones with Chevrolet on me. Didn't like the sponsor.
That was a Chevrolet one.
Yeah,
the grey one.
Really didn't like the Chevrolet.
It was
sponsor
too big,
kits.
wasn't it?
Yeah, it just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't seem like. And at the time as well, it weren't great the signings that we were bringing in. I don't think they made the shirt much better, to be honest. But
I didn't like that more recent one where it was like the different colour blues made to look like they based it on the Adidas one from '92.
oh yeah. I know what you're on about. We've had some stinkers, us. I think, like you said, the old ones, the 80s and 90s were the best ones for me. Like, I love the is it 94? The where Cantona, Kung Fu kick?
Yeah.
Loved that kit. Absolutely loved that. And anything before it, pretty much, as well.
The pink ones, people are saying.
I didn't mind that, to be honest.
Didn't we have one that looked like a bus? Or am I making that up? Bus seat.
Oh, yeah, that was Johnny signed that
the
one.
The home shirt, it's just yellow and black on it.
Yeah, not a great one either. That's what I mean, past 10 years, go back to like 2013. And not a lot of them have been great, to be honest with you.
Huncho says the Chevrolet ones were class.
Not for me. Sorry, Huncho.
Yeah, Zebra, that was absolutely
I don't know what they were thinking there.
It's like, how's that got through a board meeting? You know, when it's gone in and said, you know what I want? I'm going to dress them like zebras.
I swear they gave us like junior designers or something.
Well, that grey one I was talking about, the Trinity on it, a fan designed it and the Adidas went, yeah, we'll have that.
Yeah. Because you look at like Madrid's kits. Madrid,
not paying, but, yeah.
Madrid never miss. They always have like gorgeous kits. And it's Adidas. Do you know what I mean? I think the worst one, if you're doing like a worst ranked for this season's Arsenal's one, the last one they played
the night, yeah.
That green one, not a fan of that at all.
Like high-vis jackets.
Yeah.
Got away with that.
A bit tasty. Mr. Skittle. It's a decent jersey, not the best, not the worst. A lot of people saying neon green. Ajax and Bayern never miss. They always have decent kits, don't they?
Yeah, Ajax has got gorgeous kits. 95 Ajax kit. Gorgeous. So I mean, all Adidas. We get stinkers. Nice.
Do you think next year with the Carabao Cup, I don't think Ten Hag's going to be as strong in his starting 11s in every competition, not like it was last season. I don't think he can afford to. So do you think we could see more of this?
It depends who he brings in the transfer market. If he can strengthen with someone like an Amrabat, which I think for them kind of games where you're going to rotate, not just Carabao Cup specifically, but other games as well in European nights, should be okay. But like, it just depends who he brings in and who he promotes. Because I think he actually went on.
Oh, nice move.
As a quote and said, one youngster should be promoted every single year. And like we speak about Kobe Mainoo before, I think that's his year.
Just looking then, looks like Travis Binion's basically managing it. Ten Hag just seems like he's watching it from the bench.
But I love how detailed Ten Hag is because he gets involved with everything. Like, you see how he is with the grass, man. Like, he's so methodical. I was just about to say retaining possession a bit better there, but Hannibal goes and loses it.
What do you think the best outcome is for the lads in this? So is it a loan move or breaking to the? Because most people see a loan move as a bad thing, don't they?
No, if you're playing 21s football, listen, it's decent. You're playing for United still. You've always got that opportunity to, if an injury happens, you've got a chance to get in the first team. But playing professional football, you know, maybe in the Championship, League 1, League 2, 90 minutes most games, you know, competitive football, I think that's probably better off for you. You know, it proves that you can play to football. Oh, yeah, that wasn't too great, was it?
But the loans have to be at the right club. You saw like even like when Ahmad went out to Rangers, didn't exactly.
No, but
when he
went to Sunderland,
absolutely murdered it. Like
it all depends on who's managing you as well.
Exactly. Yeah. The system has to fit right for you. And I think that's something that we're doing as well now. Going into
I always remember when Deschamps Bernard was at Salford. When he first went, he was like one of the first names on the team sheet.
Yeah.
I think they were playing a back three, and he was performing every week. They sacked the manager. A new manager comes in, starts back four, and then he doesn't play again.
Completely changes. Yeah. Environment has to be right, 100%. One for the back post. Go on. Nice. Get stuck in.
He's looking good. Is it Fernandez?
Alvaro, was great at Preston, North End last season.
He was, when he first came, he was very
Flaky.
good at going forward, but wasn't really defensive. But I think he the following year, I think he worked on that, and he's been, all round now. I think he's great.
Is he Brazilian?
Spanish.
Yeah.
That left back spot though, it's tough to get into. When you got Malacia and Shaw there, like it's gonna be hard getting minutes in that position. I rate him though. He's played as like a wing back, didn't he, for Preston?
Yeah.
I think he was a lot more advanced.
No, going forward, he's tremendous. But like I say, he's worked on his defensive now, and I think he probably, when he was the way he was playing in Spain, he probably didn't have to defend as much. The way the style of play they were playing, but I think he's realised in England you have to defend and get stuck in more, and he has, to be fair to him, he has done that now.
Tell you what, the confidence is young lads, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a strengthened Wrexham team.
Got to be playing for Manchester United. Take
Like,
your opportunity, man.
It's one of them as well, though. You think of it, they've got a chance to prove something, but these lot have played all together for a couple of years now, so they're used to playing with each other, know where everyone's going to be. So, I mean, I didn't think they'd start as well as they have, but yeah, they're giving Wrexham a game here.
Someone said Fernandez played almost central midfield at Preston.
Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, he's like an inverted kind of player.
Bishop's come out and clattered their centre forward.
He's gone on loan to Sunderland as well, isn't he? Bishop. Yeah, I think so.
He's got his neck.
Oh God, that's not a good one, is it? Proper.
He missed the ball completely, didn't he?
Yeah. Doesn't look good, that.
No.
Never nice when you see head injuries.
They very rarely replay them as well, do they?
Let's have a look at this.
Long ball over the top.
Decent ball, to be fair.
Oof.
Yeah, it's when you're not looking at it as well, that snapping. Oh. Yeah, because you get that whiplash effect then.
It's just clumsy rather than malicious, isn't it? It's like...
Be a good 5-10 minutes.
It's an excuse to drag the game on a bit longer.
Yeah.
He should have been sent off. I don't know. It's a friendly, man.
Card,
Nah,
even if it was a competitive game, it's not a red card, that. A lot of motorised stretcher here.
Someone said DIY motors. I did the United Museum with my kids the other day. So disappointing. Nothing interactive has been updated in years. With modern technology, this could be amazing, but what a letdown.
I mean, it's every trophy under the sun there. I mean, I don't think you need to press buttons to see it.
Go to the Science and Industry Museum if you want anything interactive. Someone saying I like they're at least trying stuff. Yeah, they're confident going forward, the lads.
Dr. Perry's on the case.
It's 9:41 p.m. here in Jamaica. This is the first ever time I'm watching a live United match at night. It feels so strange. That's Kamar McLean. It's two of us, mate. It's 3:45 here in Manchester. And it's the first time I've ever watched football this time.
That's what we're here for, the blockbusters though. That's what we keep saying.
You keep trying to sell it as a blockbuster.
I will.
62 likes.
Come on.
I'll stay awake for the whole thing if you like.
Do a marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to swap at half time. We'll get producer Callum and Alexi and do the honourable thing. Speaking of which, if there is coffee going, I'd love one.
Yeah.
Who is it? Is it the striker?
Is that Mullin, wasn't it?
Was it? I see what the keeper's doing.
I love, I put out on my Twitter today about watching a game at 3:30 in the morning and said from different places around the world. Now you know how I feel.
Yeah, but they're used to it.
Yeah, well, you watch
you
important games.
climatise to it, yeah.
And you chose to support someone miles away.
Yeah, it was like a hockey check, that. Just
A hockey check?
Yeah.
Oh, the foul?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
I don't know how he's holding his throat, though. He didn't nowhere near it. Obviously, his ribs must be
Did you see Messi was back at it again tonight?
Scored 2, didn't he?
Did he score 2 in the end?
Yeah.
I'm good, thank you. Right.
Yeah, please, mate.
Got a Red Bull.
Fair play to producer Callum. Not only is he producing, but he's brewing up as well. Lovely, lovely man. And you're still not giving us likes. Terrible behaviour. Yeah, I think he needs 26 more goals to be the highest ever goal scorer in the MLS.
That doesn't surprise
Is
me.
that
to be honest.
Yeah. I think, I'm not too
Who
sure.
is it? Is it Bradley Wright Phillips?
I'm not sure. Him or Pele, I'm not sure.
Watched him in the World Cup. He's still an unbelievable player. I don't know why he's gone to the MLS. I know obviously things broken down with Barcelona and stuff, but he can still offer some at top level.
I kind of, you know what I kind of liked that he just did a bit of shopping as well in a supermarket.
Yeah, I saw that. Ten Hag did that in a local thing. Did you see it?
Drollsden as well.
Drollsden.
Well,
Yeah, getting like a bottle of wine. I was like, fair play to you, lad. Go for it.
Stephen Showers. I asked a question and didn't get a response, so I'm taking my like back. Ha ha ha.
What was his question?
Welcome to any questions. Throw him.
He put where? That's not a question.
Still down here.
Henri played here, Scotty. Did Henri play in the States?
Yeah, he played for New York Red Bulls, didn't
Who's that?
he? Henri.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm gonna give us a like.
Oh, good on you.
Seems to happen with it. As soon as you get like 35, that's last time go there.
Oh no, what's his name for you? How many likes?
62.
No, we're on 239.
Oh, right. Well, obviously, this iPad needs updating. Thank you very much, everybody who is liking. I take it all back what I was saying in the back of my head.
Nice.
Apparently, Kim Kardashian went to the Messi game. And so I saw
everywhere here.
P. Diddy was there. Khalid. I think Khalid's son was the mascot underneath.
DJ Khaled's everywhere, man.
Well, his son was underneath Messi and started crying, apparently, in one of the clips.
I've seen Kim Kardashian at PSG games as well. I don't know if it's like... No idea. Don't know what's going on there.
She can go to whatever game she wants.
Oh, yeah, I'm just entitled to go. Just, yeah, strange.
Now she's lost that lunatic of an husband of hers.
What a funny lunatic.
Well, it depends. It depends what you find funny, David, mate.
Oh, no, not...
Comedy is subjective.
Whoa!
No.
Let's not go down that road. What are your thoughts on Kanye West while we're waiting for this injury to
might
to
as well, innit?
Do you agree with David that he's funny, though? Or just a
Creative
lunatic?
genius.
No, it's
but
funny
it's
because
also
he's a lunatic, but...
Yeah.
American celebs going to football games is cheesy. Well, not if they support it, you know.
If they're actual fans, like...
Where in Longsight are you from? That's the question. Steve, I'm not giving you the address. I don't live there anymore anyway. Crowcroft Park area, when I lived there.
Got oxygen and everything there, Mullin. It must be bad.
Well, get some of that in there for me.
Wake us up.
Oh.
The smell of that coffee's woke me up. You have to taste it. Pow. Yeah, it's not great.
It's just PR though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like Kim Kardashian being seen with Mbappe and all these football players.
It's that. Remember that clip of was it Neil Patrick Harris with his kids, all in City shirts?
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "Come on, United."
Yeah, well, I do like that.
Mayweather did it, didn't he, for the Ricky Hatton thing? Remember that? Put on a United shirt in the thing, press conference.
Right, play's about to be resumed.
He's going off.
Wrexham have got a free kick
I
just
see what
outside
Bishop
the
was doing
18-yard
there.
box.
Bishop's like, right, who's the best striker? Billy Walters is on.
Who've we got? Paul Fish versus Billy Waters.
Oh. I'll defend this.
After all that suspense, the free kick.
Is he
flew
missing
over
people in
the
that
bar.
crowd, or is it just big gaps?
It looks like they've all got a table.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Imagine
the way
space
it's
like
set
that. I don't know,
out.
it's like Old Trafford, mate. It's like you squeezed in.
It's like they've all got in the stewards a second. You just spread out a bit
Yeah.
to make it sure. You know when you go to
Like
a really
COVID, back for COVID
like
time,
someone's
isn't it?
really like a 60th or something.
Yeah.
Like, just go and spread out a little bit, make the room look a bit more full.
Go on, get on that, Hannibal. Nice.
He's done well there.
That's one thing he's good at. Intercepting, reading.
Bit of shithousery he's good at as well.
Yeah. That way, when he came on in the Liverpool game, just snapped Henderson straight off the bat. Like, yep. Sign him up, give him a 10-year contract. Can't believe Henderson's just gone to Saudi, mate, for like 700 grand a week. Unbelievable.
Tax free as well.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, but do you blame them?
I don't blame him, but
This
it's
Mbappe
crazy.
thing, it's like
the fees that are going around at the moment.
I think he's going to be there a year if he's there.
Yeah,
700
12
million.
months, yeah,
And
13 million
tax free.
a week. It is.
Why would you not do that for a year?
I don't think he's going. Because I think if he gets injured, then that's it. And as much as money as he can get, I think that
Well, he only has to do it for a year. He's only contracted for a year. He can go back to PSG afterwards if they want him.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
But then if PSG don't play him and they just put him on the bench, he's captain for France, are they still going to play him? Like there's be a lot of questions if he's just sat there.
I'm sure there's plenty.
playing at all.
By this time next year, I'm sure there's plenty of teams that'll want him still.
Big figures though, isn't it? It's hard to compete with them kind of
Yeah,
figures.
but the fact that he's made that much money, he might not need
Well,
as
he's not
much.
going to turn around. You know what? I'll take a pay cut. And
No,
start paying
but
more
he's
tax.
not. He's obviously not going to get
He's
700 million, is he?
No, but the
Oh,
other way of looking at it is that he can go to Real Madrid for 2 years and that offer will still be there.
Yeah, that's true.
So why risk a year in your career?
That's the thing, though. But you might have advisors saying this is a peak at the moment for Saudi to pay you a load of money. In 2 years' time, the fad might have died down a little bit.
Thing is, I wasn't worried about some of the players that you're seeing going like past 30, like your Koulibalys and players like that. But then when you start seeing Neves, 25, 26.
Has that actually happened yet, though?
Neves?
Has it
I think
definitely
so, yeah.
happened? Yeah.
As far as I'm aware.
I know you were talking about. I'm not too sure it was.
Players like that go, and then you're like, oh, you know.
But it happened in the China League a few years back when you see the likes of Hulk and I think
that's right.
Oscar from Chelsea went for a silly one, didn't he?
I think with Saudi, it's more of a sporting culture there, so it's more likely to grow, in my personal opinion, in
You
in
think?
Saudi
I don't know
Arabia,
about
yeah.
that. The Chinese League is like... I think that's probably been going as long as the Saudi League. There's not got the huge investment around it. Oh yeah, Neves official. So that's Al Hilal's the same club as Mbappe.
I couldn't even tell. There's that. They're all Al Etiquette, is it? Al Etiquette, Al Hilal. Yeah, I'm not sure.
The away days must be great because it's not that big, is it? Really, Saudi.
I think in general, like people who are complaining, the Premier League have been doing this for years.
Yeah,
man.
I've got no problem with it.
No, I have that personally. Especially if they buy a couple of our players as well. I don't mind at all.
Imagine this: Tom Hiddleston and Johnny Evans playing together for the reserves.
Can he come on?
Well, he's registered to United.
Why not?
He's not on the bench.
He plays for the reserves.
Why not? It's Wrexham.
He's a player coach.
You know,
Fair play to
you're in
him.
America. Well, let's let him go on. They're doing penalties against Arsenal.
Well, they did penalties against Arsenal. They do
Exactly.
selfies before the games started.
Let him play,
We
man.
want Tom Huddleston on the
Yeah.
pitch.
Bring a bit of sauce to that midfield.
It's one of them if we got a midfield crisis where everyone's injured.
Yeah.
We've got someone there.
Bring
Can
him
you
in.
imagine Twitter?
Yeah, the outrage.
Bloody Glazers.
Yeah.
They've got Hull's greatest ever player. It was Hull, wasn't it?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, he had a sweet
we went
shot,
there.
I
Wasn't
remember
it?
that, yeah.
I think it's the semi-final of the League Cup. You know, we got beat, but we went through, and I think he got a penalty at the end.
I remember him scoring some sweet goals from about 20 yards out.
He had a rocket on him
Yeah.
there. I remember seeing a video of Ten Hag when he first joined the club. You've seen a video of him, that volley, top corner. Unbelievable. Takes it on his chest, bang, top right corner. Decent ball,
How's the game been? My perfectly legal way of watching it isn't working at the moment.
It was good.
It was
we were attacking quite well, and then
Yeah.
the injury for a while.
And Wrexham come
Wrexham
back.
come
Wrexham
into
will
it
come
now.
back into it after that 5-minute injury break.
Miscommunication there.
So Hannibal, someone says, surprised he's not with the first team following a good loan to Birmingham last season. 1 goal, 5 assists, played every league game. What do you make about that?
Yeah, I think he played all right, but I mean, 1 goal and 5 assists, playing every league game for a winger. It's not brilliant, is it? I know he played well, but you're probably looking at someone like Ahmad, who's probably done a little bit better than him. He's probably ahead of him.
I'm a massive fan of Ahmad. I think he's a top player.
But a lot of his are penalties, though.
But he scored worldies as well.
Yeah,
like against
true.
Luton, scored an absolute worlder. He's back in training now as well.
Is he?
I
Yeah.
thought
He
after-
looked really bad, didn't
There
it,
was
the
a
other day when
picture
he
of
went
him.
off?
Yeah, there was a picture of him in training.
I mean, I think it's with Hannibal as well. He's probably doesn't do it as much now, but he used to really wind me up. He loved to dive. Let's just say that. But my problem was, when his dive, it was then complaining about it should have been a foul, shouldn't have been a foul. But then afterwards, he's kicking people and then going, not a foul. And it's just that type of football.
One
I think
extreme from the other.
Yeah, and I think a lot of teammates and got a bit annoyed with it. But he slowly got away from that, and maybe that's just hampered him a little bit.
Bit of shithousery about him, though, won't there?
I don't even think it's shithousery. I just think it's the way he was used to playing. But
that's quite a young mentality, though, isn't it? I think that sort of when you've been fouled or whatever, you're flying and stuff. I don't know.
Oh,
but it'd be like just get a little tap, and he'd be rolling around,
yeah,
as if he'd been shot. Like I say, he's not been doing it as much recently. I think probably playing out on loans showed him that he can't be doing that.
It's nice to see youngsters coming through now, though. Like past couple of years, pre-Ten Hag,
Go on.
I was getting worried about the environment it was coming into.
Someone said,
Will Fish looking like a mountain?
Yeah, he's grown up a bit in the last year or so. He looks bigger than he did. I think he's put a lot of muscle on anyway.
I like to look at Reece Bennett as well in the last game. I thought he looked decent.
Well, he was, I think, captain of the Youth Cup winning team last year.
Must be so hard, isn't it, to get into that kind of like top 1%. There he is, the man of the hour. Start getting on the ball a little bit more here. Giving them way too much possession. Dodgy on the ball there, that keeper.
And 20 legends saying Collier, Dan Gore, Hannibal, Fernandez are looking good so far.
Yeah, I don't mind the midfield. Midfield looks decent.
There's not really been a clear-cut chance for either side, though. I don't think either goalkeeper's been challenged.
Wrexham got one about 5 minutes ago.
I was about to say that, isn't there?
But, I mean, it was a decent enough save, but it's more or less straight at him.
Need to see a bit more attacking emphasis from United.
Big gap there, though, weren't they, between the midfield and the foot?
Oh.
It's one of them games, though, like where you can stand out, show your ability. Ten Hag's watching. Come on, man.
Yeah, we've got everyone more or less behind the ball now, haven't we?
Do you genuinely think any of these players...
Oh, Wrexham
that got in?
scored.
1-0 Wrexham.
Just saying Will Fish is the mountain. It's quite an easy goal, that as well.
I completely missed that.
Just crossed in and he just
did
ran past the defence to tap it in.
Not challenged at all by any of the defenders.
Let's have a look at this.
Space,
so much space there.
There's no one on him though.
Yeah.
It's a great ball, but the amount of time that he had.
No one tracking him at all.
It's easy to execute that kind of ball when you've got that much space. Yeah. Not great from a defensive perspective, that. There he is in front of his camera.
Ben Foster's really celebrating that. Yeah. Go on, lad.
Oh.
Rob McElhenney.
Yeah.
Rob's there. Fantastic shirt.
Very jazzy. Go on, United.
John Bolt can't stay up any longer. Night, lads.
He's had enough.
Good night, John.
I think if we've got to do it, he's got to do it.
Yeah. In behind. Go on. Yes, go on.
Oh,
nice.
Good opportunity there.
That goal might be the rocket that he needed up the backside.
They need to start creating more chances, don't they?
Yeah.
So if you just joined us, it's 1-0 to Wrexham against United at the Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego. Is Snapdragon a brand of something? You're big on your dragons. You
Promise
You
you,
do,
I'm
you
not.
said
I am
Harry
not
Potter
a dragon
and all that,
specialist.
yeah.
No.
What's a Snapdragon, Callum?
Sounds like a brand of cigs or something.
It's got to be.
It can't be a brand of cigs. It can't
I
be
don't think
named
it
in a
sounds like
state.
it's Snapdragon.
It's got to be a company of some sort. Oh,
Could be this.
Yeah, they're all tech companies,
Yeah.
now, aren't they?
Snapdragon. Snapdragon Stadium.
It's not a great stadium, is it? Compared to where they were the other night when the Giants place.
Yeah, that stadium looked huge.
Yeah, so huge they made them do penalties.
Uh,
I don't think they'll be doing it tonight so they could score a penalty in front of 12 people. All right, they're actually a sponsor of United this season.
Snapdragon.
They make processing units for phones.
maybe that's why we're playing there.
Wow, imagine meeting someone in the bar and saying, "What do you do for a living?" I make processing.
I bet he's loaded though.
Yeah, I bet he is loaded.
Yeah. We got a deal as well with Estee Lauder, didn't we? Did you see that? That skincare thing. Manchester United.
Did they?
Yeah, Garnacho doing pictures for it. I think deals left, right, centre United.
We need to start doing the movie ones again. I miss like Wayne Rooney when he did his acting, like X-Men.
Oh, that was
and,
great.
yeah.
That was, and the wine one that he did. Yeah.
Oh, that was Giggs Ever and Rooney.
Spray Legend, you don't know what a Snapdragon chip is? No, I don't. Sam Z, it's 11 p.m. and don't have work tomorrow. Might as well have some gin and tonic. Well, we can't advocate or force you to do that, but if that's your bag,
Understandable.
fill your boots. Shawnee NBC, just woke up, lads, and tuned in how we played so far. Started well, first 15 minutes. Wrexham got a bad injury to, I think, was their centre forward.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, they've made a substitution, and Wrexham have been on the front foot and scored a goal, which was a decent cross in, but
Poorly defended.
Poor defended.
But then that's been the theme of pre-season. Right? It started really well and then...
Oh, Hannibal,
Hannibal,
split the...
Go on. Free ball, through.
Oof.
We'll take that, ref.
Yeah.
United got a free
Yeah.
kicker in the
Hannibal will
corner
take
of the
this
18.
as well, probably. I imagine. Come on. Slight bit of contact.
I would ask that question after we just see this free kick.
I mean, can you see the little bit of the dive there I was talking about?
I was just about to bring it up then, actually.
But it's not a dive if it works, Dave. That's the
Yeah.
difference. You just got better at fooling
That's
around.
Yeah,
like
maybe that's what
Italians
it
in the
is.
90s.
Aye, aye.
Mm. Come on. Come on, Hannibal. Opposite corner.
Got to be crossing it.
Yeah, I think, it definitely is. Should have had a goal from there, man. Scored one for Birmingham as well
Ooh.
from that angle.
So we're saying with United's best and worst sponsor, what we won with him and how the shirts look. Chevrolet's the worst one.
mentioned
Because
well,
it's-
Chevrolet's
yeah,
crap.
I think Sharp's got to be the best one still.
Yeah,
probably, yeah. I mean, I've got
OG.
good memories from Vodafone.
AIG.
That was like Keane in his psycho years. Oof.
AIG looked good on the shirt
Yeah.
because it was quite simple.
2008 Champions League Moscow AIG.
I've just got memories of
Yeah, Ronaldo and that.
Mm.
being a kid and wearing United shirts and they all had Sharp on them.
Yeah, our Sharp View Cam. remember
Yeah,
that?
the black
one.
shirt. Yeah.
That's my favourite, that. Black and gold. You had any other? What? Vodafone, Chevrolet, AIG,
Aeon.
Aeon, yeah, Aeon. No, I forgot Aeon. Team Viewer, Sharp View Cam.
Is Team Viewer up after this year? They're not renewing. I know they're not renewing.
There
are
was,
they?
there was a bit of thing about it, wasn't it? They were saying they're going to stop it.
Might get Snapdragon.
Maybe. Apparently, apparently, I'm the idiot because I don't know that all Android phones have a Snapdragon processor in them. Need to brush up on that.
Is that not the first thing you think of when you wake up in the
Nah.
morning? acceptable.
I know. Vodafone,
So if all Android, he must
fly
be rich.
Qatar next year. I won't be surprised. If Qatar came in, right, here's a dilemma, and they changed the name of the stadium, how would you feel about it? Like they have at City?
There's no way they could
They've
do
changed
it.
it from the council house, haven't they, to the Etihad?
There's no way you could do it, especially with a stadium that's that old. I think they'd be uproar. I think with like Arsenal, when they move stadium, you can get away with it. But
Scored again. Wrexham 2-0.
Oh, header, was that a header
Flick
again?
on, yeah. Throw in, flick on, and then another header. United 2-0 down to Wrexham.
Johnny Evans has started, hasn't
bring Harry back.
Oh, God.
Bishop's not having the best of.
I think defence as well, though. Defensively again. He's been marking your man. Like throw in. Proper roll with the lap, flick on.
Oof.
And then
It's
He's
not
at the
great
back.
defending that.
not
is it?
great defending at all.
2 headers, 1.
Don't let him win that first header.
Literally
And then-
beats two
Is it
United
Hansen
players.
again, though, in the air? Like, is it Hansen? No. No, it's not.
I'm not sure. You should.
Wow, 2-0 against Wrexham. Come on, lads.
That's incredible. Team viewer will end when United find a replacement, so no exact date. So it just keeps rolling on.
Yeah, United could just go, oh, we've not found anyone yet.
Yeah, just keep giving us the money.
I don't mind the sponsoring itself. I don't think it looks too bad.
It's too
On
big.
the shirt. I think this season's it's too big. Like, it seems like they just stretched it out, doesn't it?
Will Fish needs a loan.
He was on loan. He went to Stockport, didn't he, at one point?
Yeah, I think Matthew Coward put it right. Proper men against boys at the back. It certainly seems that way. I think that's the way the game's gone. I think United started with all that, I don't know,
We had a bit of energy to start.
energy of youth and maybe a little bit naivety, and they were, but Wrexham looks like they've stick to the game plan, and that definitely was the turning point when the goal went through their striker.
It's a learning curve from though. They'll learn from it. Grow, develop, that's the whole point.
Yeah, I thought this. Cameron S. I know they're all competitive, but they are celebrating against kids like it's a cup final. It is a bit embarrassing.
I know, but it's still, at the end of the day, we've got the United logo on the front of our shirts. You know, it's.
Yeah, the players would be buzzing. If I was playing for that Wrexham team and I scored, I'd be buzzing because you scored against United. You could just tell you.
Would you really?
Yeah, you still you played in America against United. It don't matter who's wearing the shirts. It's.
I mean, I wouldn't tell them that it was the under-21 team.
Oh no, that's like that. And I jumped up against Premier League winning Johnny Evans.
Exactly.
Who else was playing, Dad? Not too sure.
Yeah.
Celebrating for the documentary.
Ben Foster was there and Ryan Reynolds wasn't there. So you need to know.
Got to remember as well, like people like Hannibal, even Will Fish, when they're out on loan, they're playing at a higher level than what Wrexham were last season.
Yeah. Why would you hate on Wrexham for celebrating? Allow it. I'm not stopping them.
So just asking the question, weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, loose ball there.
I'm blaming the kit anyway.
Is that what it is? Didn't we blame the kit once? Was it because it was green or something and they couldn't see the players?
Yeah, that was against Southampton.
It was,
so we
wasn't
were
it?
getting battered at half time, and then Fergie said, right, swap them shirts. Still think we ended up getting beat 5-2, wasn't it?
No, that happened, but there was another one as well recently. I think it was under Ollie when I think it was Fred or someone said that.
He did, yeah. He couldn't see the
advertising.
yeah.
Something like that. Bless him. Come on, boys, shift it a bit quicker.
Someone said Michael Owen
Fuck's
vibes.
Loose ball again. Let's give it straight back to him.
So out of pre-season, not even this one, but of all pre-seasons, can you remember a goal that you probably think is your favourite?
Pre-season, you know what? I always think of Pereira.
Yeah, that goal from Pereira. There's one he scored as well out in the States in Michigan, which was a good goal as
He
well.
seemed to always do it, and then you kind of bought into the thing of that kind of whole.
Didn't he score one as well at Wigan of Jose's first game? That was a pretty decent goal as well.
Pre-season Perlo, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Doing all right for Fulham though. I had a good season for Fulham last season. He was a pretty important player for him.
I always remember the pre-season when I think it was in the States and Van Gaal's first season, and we looked mint. Like I think we beat Real Madrid, Liverpool, and everyone.
Yeah, that was. We played Madrid in that's one in Michigan. I think Pereira scored there. It was a free kick.
And then the first game was against Swansea, and then all that expansive football, it just seemed to completely go out the window, and we landed at Manchester Airport.
Same as last season though. Like won the Bangkok Cup, the most important cup that's out there.
I remember
and lost the first 2 games. Didn't
season before we played 2 at Old Trafford. I think one against Everton. I can't remember who the other team were. I remember, I don't know what had happened, but United forgot how to let people in, and we got there like half an hour before kick-off, queued up, and we missed the first 2 goals. We didn't get in until just before half time.
I try not to dive into the pre-season hype too much. I've seen it too many times where before in top level you go into a game in the Premier League and it's completely different intensity.
Januzaj versus Barcelona was mint.
Nice. Januzaj had so much promise, that kid.
Still not had a proper shot. Someone's just said there. 5 minutes till half time.
Probably play another 5 minutes as well for the injury.
Yeah, we'll do.
Bit weird we've added time though, aren't we, in pre-season? Like,
Do you reckon we'll get a half-time show?
Yeah.
God knows. Yeah, at this rate. Don't think he'll be happy with what he's seen though.
He doesn't look happy, does he?
Just lapses in concentration. That's what it's been.
Apparently Garner scored a pretty good goal against Perth.
Was you gutted about that when Garner went?
Yeah, I was devastated with that.
Even though now he's gone and not really done much.
Yeah, I just thought he had promise, and it's always someone who looks good at youth level and has been here since he was a kid. And probably he should have probably got more chances than he got, especially when we were struggling for midfielders. I just thought it was a bit grim the way they just, you know what, we'll get rid of him, get a little bit of money, and it was hardly anything really.
You thought after the season at Forest, you thought he could, because we needed him, it was desperate for
exactly. Even when he was still with the 21s, and we were crying out for someone to play decent football in midfield, and he never really got a shot.
That's another thing with youth. I think Ten Hag is being that ruthless now, even with the youth players. Because we've seen Ethan Laird's gone on here, Zidane Iqbal's gone. Charlie Savage just gone to Reading.
Yeah, Laird's one as well. He's a top player.
But had injuries, didn't he? Quite bad injuries. I'm excited for this season, man. I think we're going to
I'm still a bit worried. I don't think we're where we should be with players, but it's just you got to worry about City, and you don't want them winning 4 in a row now.
It's more than likely to happen as well the way they're going at the minute. That treble killed me at the end of last season.
I don't know. I mean, I was leading up to it. I was more thinking, oh, this is going to be sickening. But when it happened, it was like, because I think everyone expects him to do it. That's why it was.
Yeah, when you add Erling Haaland to that team that they had, only going to be one result, wasn't there?
I think I don't know. They may struggle a little bit if they get rid of Walker. I think
didn't Pep say in his press conference he wanted to keep him, didn't he? I was going to try to keep him.
There's still a lot of rumours going around that he's offloading him.
Yeah, there's him, like Silver as well, maybe another one. I think he's wanted to go last couple of seasons.
You know, it only takes sometimes a couple of players to go, key players.
They've lost the captain, haven't they? The Gundogan's gone.
Yeah.
And Mahrez has just gone as well, hasn't they? But I think he was only a bit part player last season.
They've got that much depth in that team, they could lose a couple of players and still be absolutely fine. To be fair.
So, well, if we can get, I mean, there's still rumours that there's maybe a chance still to get Kane. I think that'll be a game changer if we could get him.
I don't know how. I don't know where the money's going to come for that. Levy's stubborn, doesn't want to sell.
Well, he might have to, like you said.
That's a good point Tommy makes there, though. I was more annoyed when Liverpool won the league than I was when City won.
Yeah, I was.
Unbelievably so.
What, when City won the treble?
Yeah.
Honestly, I was in bed before City kicked off, and then when I woke up next morning and shrugged my shoulders and had a coffee and carried on about my day. When Liverpool won the league, I didn't leave the house for a week. I was fucking gutted, mate.
What was that first time in 20 years or something.
Gutted, more than that, isn't it?
Yeah, long time. 30 years it might have been actually.
5 minutes.
My amateur Gore has kind of been good. So it's kind of been all right.
Yeah. That's the theme for the half.
Yeah.
To be honest.
He looked bright though the first 10-15 minutes, but it's just dulled down, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's got to be a foul. He's good at winning them, isn't he?
Go on then, who's your top 4 for this season?
I don't want to say because it's going to make me sick.
It's quite hard though, because I think if Poch gets it right with Chelsea, Liverpool bought well.
I still think Chelsea they were that bad last year that I think it's going to take another season for him to get back into the right kind of form.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be like that.
Got rid of a lot of players though. Like, I think they've sold like 18 players or something. Mental, absolutely mental.
You got to say,
filled half a flight to the Middle East.
I think obviously City are going to be up there. I think Liverpool are going to switch it around this year as well.
Thing is, we set the bar last season with Weghorst up top winning the Carabao Cup, and we're going to come in third. So we go spend another 150, 200 million. Then what's the bar after that? Like, is it challenging for a title? Is it 2 cups?
It's like I say to you, it's about getting the right players. I mean, we can sign all we want. It's.
Do you not think we have so far?
Yeah, I think we've done all right, but you'd like to see a couple more.
All depends on that striker.
Yeah.
Is it Rasmus a gamble?
Well, you don't know if he can do it. It could be a massissive gamble. He's got all the promise in the world, but if he doesn't work, we've seen a lot of players that have not adapted to the Premier League. That's why at this moment in time, I think we need someone who can score. That's why I'd just throw whatever money we've got, just throw it out at Kane, because we can do it in the Premier League, and I think that's what we struggled with.
I trust Ten Hag on his decisions made. Like usually,
I think Ten Hag wants Kane though.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Yeah, he definitely wants Kane.
I don't think the money's there for him.
I don't think he wants to get dragged around like he did last year with Frankie de Jong.
Oh God, don't tell me about that. So I really wanted him.
Yeah, but I think the signings have been brilliant. I was more disappointed with a lot of Man United fans who seemed underwhelmed when we signed Mason Mount. I think he's been tidy, mates, and I think he's such an understated player with what he does.
Ooh. Oh, go on.
Great play.
Yeah, and you can see exactly why he wants to bring him in.
Yeah, the little moves with him and Sancho the other night against Arsenal was really, really promising.
I remember doing a preview with Jay. I think it was like the Tottenham game, like 6 months ago, and I was saying Christian Eriksen in the big games falls off quite a lot. He struggles with his mobility, physicality, and the pace. And bringing in someone like a Mount and then with big away games, European games, it'll be huge for us.
Yeah, well, Eriksen's not going to be able to play every game.
No, that's,
and then you look at Casemiro. I mean,
he's suspended for
would he miss 7 games out for some suspension this last season?
Yeah.
So
we got one against Palace. Then for that, there was like the grabbing or whatever.
It was second straight red was 4 because
Will Hughes, is it? I think he strangled Will Hughes.
Yeah,
or had him by the collar or something at least.
So did he get 2 yellows as well? So it might be 8 games he missed through suspension.
He missed 8 games through suspension.
Yeah, so
a couple of important games in there as well that he missed. And then when he's gone,
yeah, exactly.
Who have you got to bring in for him? That's the issue. I like the business we've done so far. I think it's been a lot better than some of the other transfer markets anyway. Like we only had Tyrell last year, didn't we, on the last one?
I think
Preseason.
Goalkeeper situation, I think that was massive.
Yeah, huge.
I know
top
I know
level.
people are pissed off the way we dealt with De Gea, but
had to happen.
Yeah, he had to go. I don't think it went the right way. I think we should have dealt with it better, but he had to go. He was, for the past couple of years, I think we were shouting out for a new keeper.
Yeah, I think if people are asking for a cutthroat manager, but what he did with De Gea was. And he's a legend, he deserves a send-off, absolutely, 100%. Been great for the club. But it needed to happen if you want to play. Because De Gea breaks down systematically when you're trying to play out from the back.
Be interesting, makes his debut tomorrow with Leo Nana.
Yeah.
Against Real Madrid.
But just watching the Champions League final against City and what Pep said about him as well, like, couldn't get near him. Can't press the keeper.
Press him well,
though.
Yeah.
United have definitely come back into it since they've gone 2 down.
Nice, Alvaro. Go on, give him out. Give him out. Nice turn. Through ball there. Should have played him through.
Away. Come on.
So
got it.
Wide.
Nice cross. Great ball.
Go on.
Oh,
Great
good finish.
Great ball from Alvaro.
It was coming that though.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
it was. That was a great goal.
Well done. Is that Gerardo?
Yeah, Mark Gerardo.
Nice. As soon as that ball went in, then you could
Yeah.
just tell. Like,
That's the first shot they've had on target.
I think. Probably is, you know.
one or two
Yeah.
at max, anyway.
Great ball in.
Yeah, so as soon as that left his foot, you saw it.
Yeah.
Great ball, that.
Left back to right back.
Yeah.
Volley by Gerardo on
The
his
Spanish link up there. That's what we
right.
want.
Great goal.
I wonder if the GoPro got that.
Good connection, that. Fantastic. That's what we love to see. Get a goal back in it. Half time.
Perfect time to score that.
Yeah, that's what you want. Give him something to think about. Just mad I was taking it from a wing back to another wing back to get a goal, innit? That's a crazy
They
thing.
give him a bit of confidence that won't it before half time to get one back in the game, because when they went 2-0 down, it looked like that could be it. Then
Yeah. Who have we got on the bench to potentially bring on?
We've got. So pretty. I mean, McNeil might get a go.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see McNeil.
Me. It's a young bunch as well.
Yeah. I like to see McNeil.
Who's Pie?
Logan Pye. Mateo Major on the bench as well.
I just want to see Fish and Pie stood next to each other on the pitch. That's all.
Waiting for it. The ultimate centre-back combination.
Can you think of any other food-related footballers with surnames? There must be
Trivia
loads.
at like
Come on, there must be.
morning.
It is hard to think of that stuff,
Keep
but I'm
me
jumping in the
awake.
comments.
Right.
Food.
Keep us
football.
awake.
Patrick Berger.
Patrick Berger.
Nice.
Footballers with food in their names.
I like it.
Can we have Kylian Mbappe?
I think you can get away with that one.
Roy Bean? No?
Roy Bean? Oh, Kevin Lasagna in Italy.
Hamsik?
Oh, Rice, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Frankly Beef. Yeah, the beef. Yeah, I like that.
Memphis Depay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
So all in all, what do you think of that half then?
I don't know. Yeah. No, it started 15 minutes in. I thought that, full of adventure. He wasn't really creating anything in the box or testing the goalkeeper, but it was just that sort of freshness and, they were quite direct with the play. When the goalie injured their centre forward and they got that free kick, the game just sort of changed, and Wrexham thought, we're not having this. Then it turned into boys versus men, and then there's very bad defending for the 2 goals we conceded. What do you make?
Yeah, I thought. Well, as I say, I thought we were on top before the injury, and to be fair, I think they'll be worried, Wrexham. There, it's not that long till they've got to the season starts, and if he's broke a rib or cracked a rib, he's going to be out for a little while. He's not going to be able to do much, and he's their main striker. So, yeah, I'm sure they'll be worried. But after when he came off, I don't know what happened. If it was the 5 minutes of just hanging around that we switched off and Wrexham were all over us, and it wasn't till the last 5 minutes of injury time where we kind of looked like getting back into it. And even that last goal there, I just thought it was coming. Even when they crossed the ball, it was coming back to us. We were doing it again, and if we just carry on the second half as we did at the end of the first half, we should be all right.
Yeah, certainly got back into the game at the end of the first half. What did you make of the first half as a whole?
Yeah, like I said, first 10, 15 started really well, intense, and then the injury changed it. For 30 odd minutes, Wrexham was a more dominant team, I'd say. But that goal now will give them something to think about going into that second half, 100%. And they need a rocket up the backside off the coach. Let them know.
Do you think he's going to do that then? Give him a little roast friendly?
Well, I don't know if it will, because it looks like Travis Binion's the one doing it.
Yeah.
Ten Hag looks like he's just
I'd get
here for a laugh, but I think Travis will, because he's worked with these players quite a bit and you know what they're capable of. I think he'll be pissed off that when they switched off for that period.
That's what I mean, because it's little periods in the midfield or near the defence where he just lapses in concentration. It's not like,
Well, let's see your comments. Christopher Dunn said Hannibal stood out as being able to handle the physicality. He did do that, and I know Dave, you were saying about him in the past going down a little bit too easy. There wasn't much of that today. Maybe one outside the box for a free kick. Miguel Galegas said they are just playing too slow. Need to have less touches and move.
I think is that producer Callum with his Twitch connection.
Oh yeah, so we set a challenge if you missed it. Can you come up with any players that have got food-related surnames? Producer Callum's gone Dean Gherkin, ex-Ipswich keeper. We've had a few actually. Let's try and get some more of these. Connor Salmon.
Connor
I don't
Salmon.
know. Dave Cheeseburger. Are they just making names?
Yeah, these aren't football players. People sat up at 3 in the morning going, yeah, Dave Cheeseburger, love it.
Weren't they a Curry? I'm sure there was someone with a Curry surname. Great assist by Fernandez. Took his goal well as well. How are Wrexham conceding to 15-year-olds? How old is the youngest player? Connor Salmon's also ex-Ipswich.
Yeah.
Big day for Callum, innit?
Yeah.
You don't usually get 2 Ipswich players mentioned.
Maybe that's the motto, to sign players.
Let's have a look.
Food a second there.
Well, he was what?
I love that, Sergio Biscuits.
Yeah.
That's a great one. Oh, Garnacho.
Yeah, I like that.
Well done.
Yeah.
Danny Drinkwater.
Marcus Mashford. No?
Marcus Mashford.
Oh. It's getting late, mate.
Go.
It's getting late.
Yeah. Massimo Macaron. I like that.
Macaron.
Danny Trifle. No. Are you expecting changes in the second half then, Dave?
I think he will, just to give the lads a run out. I wouldn't like to see any changes for first 10 minutes or so, but you never know. I'll maybe give the keeper a full half. He was on the bench.
Yeah.
But
what do you make of all the pundits on MUTV wearing the new United shirt? It's a bit overdone.
I think they should. If you wear
do you reckon they've got the names on the back as well?
It's a bit overdoing it.
If you're in the shirt, I think you got to go on play second half.
Do you think they're trying to sell some?
You reckon they're going to make much subs second half?
Well, judging from what you've seen from the other pre-season games, they changed to full 11, don't they, after the first 45 minutes? So
there's the dragon for you.
Can't do much. This sounds really bad, but you can't do much worse, can you? Like the first half wasn't great from the lads. So
it did look there though. That there was 5 players warming up. I don't know if it was.
Yeah, bring them on.
Yeah.
Opportunity. These opportunities don't come around that often.
Quinton Fortune cooking. Terry Vegetables. Marwan Falafel. Yap Spam. Lovely.
Yap Spam, I like that.
Spam's a brilliant
yeah,
one.
Spam's good. Don't Paddock have a Garnacho shirt?
Paddock have a Garnacho shirt?
Yeah,
I don't know, they've not given me one, so I'm not going to plug it.
Paddock merch. Yeah, paddockmerch.com.
What does he look like?
Have a look.
Describe it to me.
Have a look.
Has he got a picture of him?
It's on the bottom of the bag.
Yeah, it's on the bottom.
Right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there you go.
So it looks like a bag of... Can we see the brand? Is that all right, Callum?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, like the Doritos. It looks similar to a Doritos packet, but it's Garnachos and it's got a picture of...
Doritos need to tap him up ASAP.
Yeah.
ASAP.
I've got
have you got one of them?
No, I've got one of the Fernandez ones.
Hot sauce Garnacho.
Did you have to pay for it? Jay's the right one, man. I've known Jay for Jay for 20 years. He said, "No, I'm not giving you any free ones, but you can buy one. But I'll sign it for you." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
To be fair, I got
Jay,
it mine off Baggers before he
right.
left. So
right. But pick it up. Paddockmerch.com. Look cool in your front room when you're watching United next season.
Garnacho hot sauce. Love it.
Eric Cantuna. I think
saying giggles.
Wow, I think it was that Alexi that enjoyed that one. Alexi's killing himself with that one. Cantuna.
Eric Cantuna.
Kyle Walkers. Andy Barbecue Coles. Alexander Frey Bentos.
Is Cantuna winning it at the minute?
Cantuna, yeah.
Yeah. You like Marwan Falafel, didn't you?
I love that one. Cristiano Ronaldo.
That's alright, that's not bad.
Alexis Sandwich. Dwight Yorker. Which one of you came up with that? Alexa. Yeah, canned tuna is great. I like that one.
Food Van Nistelrooy.
Yeah.
Yeah, having it.
Ben Foster's. Because you're going to need a drink with it. Get the bacon butties on, lads.
Oh, I wish. I'd kill for a bacon butty right now.
Johnny Evans is playing. I think Danny Webber could get a go, can't he?
Is Johnny Evans playing? I feel like I've not seen his face.
Yeah.
I know he is, but like I've literally not seen his face once watching the screen.
Here's a Gerardo goal again. Phil Scones. I think the producers are enjoying this game more than you lot out there.
I like it.
Ollie Gunnar sausage. You can tell it's 4:30 in the morning.
Who's put that? Give him a shout out.
Elijah McLaughlin.
Top range.
Ollie Gunnar sausage.
That beats Eric Cantona. That. 100%.
That sounds like something like out of the In-Betweeners, you know, when he's got a girl back at the room. Oh, I'm going to get me Ollie Gunnar sausage out.
Oh, Jesus.
Raymond Vanakaus. David Granola.
That's all right.
That's a good one.
That's all right.
David Granola.
Yeah, I don't mind that one.
Diego Forlams. Dwight Pork's the one.
Maradona kebab. Yeah.
Robbo looks like he's been out in the sun, doesn't he?
Robbo always looks like he's got a
Robbo.
tan on. He's been down to Tenerife.
Basically Blackpool
Precinct.
abroad.
Yeah. Eric Ten Hagen-Dazs, nice.
I don't think anyone's going to beat Ole Gunnar sausage.
No.
That's top
That's
tier.
the
That.
one.
That is top tier.
There's one here, much as someone's put David Seaman.
I know it's after 12, but
Someone's put David Seaman, and then about 3 quotes down, someone says, I'm about to bust. G-Sung Pork, sack of potatoes. Sir Alex Ferguson. This is a great game, we should play this every week.
I know, just do a half an hour segment of just like food.
Fuck them lot
Food
when they
place,
come back. Robbie Flower. If you're wondering what's going on, it's 4:30 in the morning. It's half time as United under 12s take on Wrexham, and they're losing 2-1. And so we decided to have a bit of fun and see what names we can
It's
get
great. I love this.
that are related to food. Sugar cane. No, that's not a very good one.
Not having that. Should put them in a tier list.
Go back to sleep, you maniacs. I
Never.
wish.
Never.
Ashley Coleslaw.
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 Oh, coleslaw. I was going to say coleslaw with food.
Brian Eclair. That's actually why it's called chocolate,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That's terrible. Marcus Bacon Rashers. Stretford Haddock. Very good.
Nice. Nice.
Stephen Coulson.
There's a bit of a stretch now, isn't there?
Yeah. People are running out of ideas now.
Justin Motter's bread.
It's alright. It's alright.
All right, dickhead. Oh, this is a good one. Potato salad. Salad.
Oh.
Oh, Dave, come on, man. Need to bring the Haddock back.
Yeah. What was that show called? Late Night Live?
Yeah. The transfer sequence as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Love it.
Paul Mintz.
Need to
Mount
vote this.
Meeson.
Got a thing going now. Commenting every show is just going to be fucking players.
Yeah.
Leave it in the name.
That got me Nicky Butter.
Jesus.
Bruno Fernandes. Dave, you don't look entertaining anymore.
No.
You're not fun. You can talk about doing the 23s. What's going to happen next then, Dave? Who do you want to see on this pitch?
I don't at the moment. I want to see. I'd like to see the same team out for the next 10 minutes. Ended the half great, so see if they can start it again.
Okay. Can't be on now till the second half starts.
Disappointed there's not a half-time show with everything that happened beforehand.
Yeah.
With a bomber flying over.
Ryan
and-
Reynolds come out in a Deadpool suit, throw some swords or something.
Have you been to the States?
Yeah, quite a few times. I've never been West Coast or East Coast.
You've been to a sporting event over there then?
I went to, like 99, I went to watch the Detroit Tigers, is it? The baseball. One of the worst experiences
Was
I've
it
ever had.
really?
Worst, why?
But I was there for about 8 hours and nothing happened. It was awful.
Is it like their cricket? Like,
It
I
made
couldn't stand going.
it makes cricket look like the most fast-paced sport
Really?
going, yeah.
That was tough. You've been to the States?
Never. Really want to go. New York.
Yeah, I've been to watch the Knicks, the Madison Square. But again, it was a lot. I didn't realise how long it'd go on for, and it was the music that sort of trying to get you in, like bring the atmosphere in. Whereas over here, you just don't need the music, so fans
Well,
are
they
chanting
do
and
it in
stuff.
hockey as well. Like, the moment there's a stop in play, music starts blaring, and it
Yeah.
carries on till literally the clock starts
It's
again.
an American thing
Yeah.
that, like, especially when that's why I don't like watching the Super Bowl because there's that many breaks. Like every 5 minutes is a break or an advertisement.
Jack Campbell said it's just glorified around us. Name Marmalade.
That's all right. It's not too bad.
Ben Foster's off. It's only going to have half a vlog now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, his camera would have caught that peach that Gerardo scored, wouldn't it? Let's go get a win now. Don't know what he's angry about.
I think that's because we've not even come out yet.
Oh.
Chill out, it's a friendly man.
No,
You're on holiday.
like, it's not that deep.
There we are.
See if we've made any changes at all.
Doesn't look like it.
That's the calmest I've ever seen Ten Hag look, because he's not in like coach
Yeah.
mode. He's just
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
like blasé, walking around everywhere. Going through the paces.
Fish is still on.
Has he made any changes at all?
No, don't look like
Has
it.
it? Giving it a good old treatment of you got yourself in this, get yourself out of it. Who's been a standout player for you?
Yeah, they have changed keeper.
Tech.
I think Hannibal probably for me.
Yeah.
I'd probably see most of him.
It's quite hard to pick.
Yeah.
I think both him and Shortire probably been on the ball most. But yeah, Hannibal, he's won a few free kicks as well.
I think he probably will go out and normal way Hannibal this season, to be fair. Where was he linked with again? Was it Leicester and
I think there's a couple. Yeah, there's a
Leicester
couple.
and someone else? I think he was linked with.
People are saying Dan Gore, standout player.
Yeah, Dango's been alright.
He won the Youth Cup what, a year ago, just over a year ago. He doesn't look like he's under 18 there, does he?
No.
Would like to see the young French lad who got the goal and assist in the earlier game got on.
Emerin.
Oh no, Aaron. I don't think he's on the bench,
He's not
is
on
he?
the bench, is he?
No, surprise for me that. I thought it would be.
Empathy.
Come on, boys. there ever a player back in the day for you that you thought would make it? You had your hopes on, and never materialised.
Probably the most obvious is Morrison, Ravel Morrison. He was, when you watched him, it was
unbelievable.
Yeah, he was. I remember going. He used to play at Altrincham a lot. Like Pogba was in the team. I think. Trying to think who else. There's quite anyway. Jesse was in, and he was at the back. It was like Sam Johnson was in goal, but he just looked miles ahead of everyone else, and you just thought he's going to be the one, but just didn't materialise.
Everyone said that in training as well, wasn't they? It was just like
Pogba at the time was great, but out of the two of them, you'd think.
Ravel was the one with like more of a sort of natural talent, wasn't it? He's going to follow in the footsteps of the likes of Giggs and so on, wasn't he? It's a shame.
That shows.
I think someone like Angel Gomez as well. When you used to watch him, he was phenomenal.
But he's doing all right. But
he's one of them where you thought he'd be a United player, no doubt. But he's doing well.
The thing is the hype machine now is just ridiculous.
Yeah. Especially with social media.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Well, if you look like Zidane Iqbal, red card.
Red card.
Hannibal, was it Hannibal?
Dango. Red card, Dango.
Red card in a friendly.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, must have done something.
Dango's made it gory. Snapped him. I didn't see this back. That was like in a flash then. I didn't get a proper look at it.
Dunno.
Let's have a look. Come on, show the replay. He'll be gutted with that
Must
as well.
be bad to get a red card in the.
Yeah, it must have been. Let's have a look.
Oh, he's
bad.
He's showing studs,
it's
but
not
he
a red card though, is it?
He's showing studs, but he just catches the bottom side of his foot, doesn't it? Oh, I don't know.
It's one of them. If it's in the Premier League, they're giving a red for that.
That's a hard.
It's not as bad as I thought it'd be. I thought it'd be higher, like on his shin.
Yeah, that's a hard lesson to learn.
But yeah, he'll be gutted with that.
They're
He's actually playing all right, Dango.
Yeah, all the players around. He looks devastated.
That's the last thing you want, like in this kind of showcase thing.
You know what I mean? He's their captain in the club for the first time.
It can happen though. Sometimes you can misread situations going for a tackle. Anyone who's played football and all that, like.
It's the urgency of coming back out, trying to get back in the game.
Yeah.
It's been 2-1 down.
You have to have that bite about you.
It's going to be very difficult.
But then that midfield was slightly disjointed in the first half, so having two men in there now, they'll probably drop Hannibal back a bit and then. There'll be a lot of space now.
Can be a struggle from now.
Yeah. Come out of play. Well, now's your time to show a bit of mental resilience. 10 men down. See how well you can do for the next 30 minutes. 10 men
Are the
down,
referees American?
Someone asked me this the other day.
You probably will
I don't
be,
know.
won't they?
Well, referees fly around everywhere, don't they? So, I don't know. I don't know if it's like off-season for Premier League or what have you.
Because the MLS is still going on, isn't it?
I think so. Their season's different to ours, isn't it? Yeah, it's a red. I think if someone did that to one of our players, I'd be asking for a red for that.
I think it's harsh.
It's just the lower half of his foot, isn't it? It's not like he's gone through his leg. But they're the rules, though, aren't they? If you show your studs, and
today's game.
No, but once again, it's a friendly game as well. You use a bit of common sense.
Here's a good question from Mid-Toker Marius, member for 22 months. Thank you. Has anyone ever gotten a red card in a friendly or on tour?
Yeah, do you remember we played in the Audi Cup? Paul Scholes handballed it, got a red card and missed 3 Premier League games because of it.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I do remember that actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah, pre-season.
That was in Germany, wasn't
it?
Yeah,
pre-season friendly.
Yeah,
and we missed 3 Premier League games. That was ridiculous.
That's unbelievable.
Apparently Will Fish last season got a red card.
It happens though, it happens. He'll be beating himself up about it, but these things happen, man. Taking after his hero, Casemiro. Uphill battle now. Certainly going to get your fitness in. Oh, bit of afters there. from
Loves the
Alvaro.
cards, this ref, doesn't he?
Yeah. Making this his moment now.
Referee is a Moroccan-born American MLS ref.
Interesting.
James T. Someone needs to 2-foot that ref. Referee needs to go home. Ref wants to be the centre of attention. Maybe he's auditioning for
He's starting this off again.
So we were before at half time asking for food related players. Is that one of yours, Callum? Oh, Alex, sorry, yeah.
Claiming it.
What's this, Alexei?
So we've gone for teams now.
That post.
Oof, and Alexis come up with Mayo Vallecano. He's been sat on that all half time, hasn't he?
Waiting for the right moment.
Yeah, he's having a right laugh to himself back there.
Keep going. Keep him going. Entertaining me.
His teams, it's obviously West Ham, isn't it?
Go on. Oh.
West Ham, yeah.
Oh.
Millwall sausages.
That's alright. Not too bad. Did Wrexham bring any players at all? Was not neither side made a sub?
I'm not sure. I don't recognise him from the first time. Pretty easy one in Wrexham. Oh, Matthew Coward with the conspiracy theory here saying, quote, "Listen, ref, we need some excitement for the documentary. A few cards would be great."
Documentary.
Would you put it past him?
I'm not a conspiracy man myself, but it's not bad.
I mean, we've had the big fucking jumbo jet flying over
It is
the...
being advertised at the moment around the on the advertising boards, the documentary.
I bet it is.
Red card against Manchester. Bad touch. So United will ever do anything like that? Like a you've seen that with Tottenham, like they're all on.
Well,
nothing.
there's gonna
There's a treble.
yeah,
book
but
on
it's
that, sure.
is that Amazon doing that?
Yeah.
But it's a weird thing with United because they don't really want to outsource stuff because they've got their own channel.
Seen the Premier though, they're looking at doing like a Netflix kind of style of thing with streaming the Premier League, aren't they? Seen that after the deal runs out. Which would be mad.
Wearing shades at night. Guy there wearing shades at night.
What time is it there now?
It looks dark though, doesn't it?
Well, there's 6 hours. Is it 6 hours?
No, 8.
Is it 8? Is it? I thought it was 6. 8 hours behind, and it's what?
10 to 5 in the morning.
Yeah,
I'm
5
watching a
o'clock.
football match. I could not believe this.
And we're 10 men down, getting beat by Wrexham 2-1.
I think the last time I watched football this time in the morning was when the World Cup was on in South Korea and Japan.
We're at some
20
of the
years
Brazil
ago
games,
that now,
I
isn't
think.
it?
Yeah, one of the Brazil games, yeah.
Mm.
Absolutely levered before Ronaldinho scored.
Don't make football like that no more.
It's like when Seaman should have saved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got bollocks in the pub because I wasn't the arse that England went out.
I've lost faith in England, to be honest with you. England football. Hannibal down.
Still had a bit of possession since we're down to 10 men.
Yeah, it's not gone like majorly wrong, has it? Since
No.
it's gone off, but
Erwin Peterson, morning guys. Very surprised to see you up so early.
everyone said that.
Up.
innit?
We've not been to bed.
Yeah.
Still up.
This is coffee and enthusiasm. That's what it is. I think I'm gonna go get Greg's after this.
You're going to get a Greg's?
Yeah.
What are you going to go for?
So we go to Greg's order. Chicken bake, sausage roll.
You're going to get a pasta in the morning?
Yeah.
6
That's what
o'clock
Greg's
pasta.
is for, man.
I know, but some people go for breakfast and that.
Well, if you go to Greg's, is that what you're getting?
Well, I'm not going to Greg's. No,
What?
but I mean,
Oh,
the fact
so
that
Are you going to get
Wrexham,
breakfast or straight home?
I'm going straight to bed, man.
No.
I'm absolutely goosed. I'm doing the Real Madrid. Won the game in less than 24 hours.
I had a Petro's pizza just before this, so that'll do me until
No.
tomorrow evening.
Best thing in the Greg's menu.
I do. The steak slice is nice. Sausage. I mean, you can't go wrong with a sausage roll. And one that's I think a bit underrated and no one likes is the bean and sausage pasta.
Beans, sausage pasta.
Yeah.
The special that they do as well, the oligon sausage roll. Belter.
You're just complicating things, man. You got cheese and onion pasta.
Yeah. To be fair, most things from Greg's are.
I hate when they shaft you though. You know the smiley woman with her with the hairnet on, and she's like giving you all the oh you alright love, how's your day been? And then she gives you the pasta. Don't tell you it's cold, and then you get round the corner,
Yeah.
and it's like I can't eat that, but you can't go back because it's a £1.20 pasta, and you can't go back and go. You know, like nobody takes a pasta back and says, "Can you put that microwave for us?"
I'm one of them weirdos.
But there is
though. I
people who do
prefer
it.
There probably
sausage
is,
rolls
but I've
cold,
got a
man.
little bit more about myself. Go on, what are you saying?
I prefer sausage rolls cold.
You prefer sausage? Oh, wow.
weird, that, innit?
You
No.
mad, man.
I have it.
Honesty is the best policy.
You
That's
can get them 4-packs.
crazy
Just
talk.
stick them in the fridge and then.
Cooked
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all?
No, it's
Yeah,
cold.
cut like
Oh, right.
yeah. I'm not a
All right,
savage.
yeah,
I'm
raw,
not an absolute monster.
raw sausage meat,
Yeah. Wow.
pastries.
Frozen!
Yeah. As undone
Yeah.
as you possibly could give it me, please. Thanks. Yeah, sausage roll's got to be the go-to, innit? Top tier.
What do you two got, producer Callum and Alexa, as you're both stuffing your faces over there?
Got sausage rolls over there.
I've got strawberry fruit bakes if anyone wants one.
Ooh, I'm alright.
I'm okay, thank you. I was
No,
considering
thank
it,
you.
but I was like, don't think I want to eat.
Best Greg's is the festive bake at Crimbo. They're alright.
They are good.
They are
They are
decent.
top tier, yeah. I'll give you that.
The legit underboss Jimmy Thomas said, now you understand the international fan. Imagine waking up at 4 a.m. during the LVG years, whole day,
Oh,
ruined
God.
before the sun comes out.
Yeah.
No sympathy because we had to watch it in the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Even-
good point.
At least they're at home.
Yeah. Didn't actually leave the house.
Yeah, because that was grim.
I got a lad on a channel from India and he watches like the cup games at like 4 in the morning.
No, it is mad.
Some
that.
of them under like Oliver.
A couple of changes there. It looks like Olo Free and who else is it? Sorry.
Yeah.
Is it Ali Delhi?
Greg James Hunsinger's asking what is Greg's fast food diner. It's not a fast food, is it?
Bakery.
It's like a cheap bakery place. Everything's under £2.
Fantastic.
It's hot.
Well,
you know.
sometimes
Sometimes it is. Yeah, the
sometimes.
majority of the times it is. And
To be fair, the one in there was two in Piccadilly Gardens, but the one next to the bus stop, they're still cooking at like at 8 o'clock at night.
there's 24 hours now, one, isn't there?
It's drive-through one. near me.
Do you live near Jay?
Yeah.
Is it Earlham?
No, Eccles.
Eccles. Yeah, Jay said that they trialled the first ever Greg's drive-through around the corner from his house.
I'm not mad at it.
He was the second person to use it.
Yeah.
He's got like a poster or
Put
something.
it in his Twitter bio.
So in his Q103 mobile, or
Yeah, probably. Did you ever see that car that he's rolled around?
he's got pictures of it on his.
Oh man, I clocked him dancing down the M602 once. I'd not seen him for 4 years, and the next one he's doing all this stuff. So. What's Dunkin' Donuts?
There's one in.
I'm not a big donut fan, I'll be
no,
honest.
I'm not either.
Don't mind donut. Partial for a donut. Dunkin' Donuts like American Krispy Kreme though, isn't it, basically?
One round the corner.
We think Krispy Kreme American.
Yeah, probably.
Fun fact,
Yeah.
and this is fun.
I've
There's
seen
a
that.
drive-through Indian takeaway in
Yeah.
Bolton.
I saw that on a TikTok. Yeah.
The
Like
thing
wraps,
is though,
like chicken wraps, they're quite nice.
yeah, but I like Indian food. It's been cooked fresh and taken time over rather than sort of thrown it out into my car.
Oh,
Good ball.
lucky there.
To be honest, I think if people eat Mackies, you can basically eat anything.
Mackey's is rank.
It's good at the time, and then after it, you just
I
feel
still
like,
think they do
oh,
one of the most elite things though.
well,
No, there's nothing elite coming from McDonald's. I'm sorry.
apple-
I
the
know there's
apple pie.
I know there's Americans
Apple
watching
pie.
The
this.
apple pie is
I like
just,
apple pie.
it's so nice.
I know there's Americans watching this, and I don't mean to diss your God, but Ronald can do one. The apple pie. I don't like apple pie, so I'm not missing out
it's,
on that. Hot mushed fruit.
It's so nice.
Have you tried? Whose is this? Someone's asking one of the producers.
Yes,
Have you tried
I
the limited edition chocolate pie?
I tried that the other
I'm
day.
not a big fan of chocolate.
It was alright.
Why do they call cakes pies in America? That's the question we need answering. Do you want a slice of pie? It's a cake. When is a pie not a cake?
Also call it yogurt as well, don't they?
Call it what? Yogurt.
Yogurt. Frozen yogurt.
They call
Is
pizza.
that ice cream? Yeah, frozen yogurt's
I think
ice
so.
cream.
They call pizzas pies in America as well, don't they?
Yeah,
Pumpkin
do you
pie.
want to get some pie? Pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. Sorry for any Americans.
The McDonald's hash browns are top. Yeah, I agree. Like we'll keep the breakfast.
The breakfast is better.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest.
Why do you call our fries chips? Why do you call our chips fries,
Chips, yeah,
James
chips don't feel
Hunsinger?
right.
Let's have this right.
Yeah.
You took our
A packet
language.
of cheese and onion chips. Doesn't sound right, that does it?
Because we describe them what they are, and they describe them what you do with them.
Mm.
There's chips of potato. And they have to describe what they actually do with them.
And they say aluminium, like aluminum.
Yeah, because I think it was when whoever wrote the American dictionary misspelled it.
Did they?
Just
Explains a lot.
laser.
Yeah, explains a lot, doesn't it?
They just ran out of the, like whoever it was had lost the U button on the keyboard and they started writing it. Colour with just too old.
Just like in America now.
I'm not slagging them off. I'm concerned for them. Trying to help them out.
Potato chips.
Chips is like a Ruffles Lays. No, it's not. Ruffles. They're shit crisps as well. What's your best crisps?
Ruffles? Never even heard of them.
Yeah. It's not great. What's your favourite crisp, Dave?
Walker's Worcester sauce.
Worcester sauce?
I didn't have you down for a Worcester sauce.
They're
That is
hard
a
to come
niche
by. You can
pick.
find them at
They're hard
airports.
to come by.
Yeah.
The
Airports
unicorn
and
of crisps.
train
is a re-
stations. But they're elite.
There's a reason why I find them at airports and airports only.
When I see them, I have to get like 6 packs just to
what
store
at
'em.
once.
Worcester sauce crisp.
Oh.
That is mad.
Purple packet. Oh, they're great.
Purple packet, the
Yeah.
prince of
I
crisps.
remember him. You open it, it was like bang.
Yeah.
Is this
Ketchup flavour. I tried ketchup
Ketchup flavour crisp.
Yeah, I've
no,
tried them.
They
listen,
did. The Walkers did like a
Did
limited
like a
edition
list,
years
did
ago.
like
Yeah.
a builder's breakfast, I think it was. There was like
I have
onion
this
bhaji
argument a lot.
crisp.
I think if you're over the age of 14, you shouldn't be having tomato ketchup, and I'll go to the grave with that.
On anything.
On anything, it's just unacceptable.
My mate told me the other day he used to have tomato ketchup butties.
Tomato ketchup butters, yeah. I mean, when I'm younger, yeah, but I mean, just get.
said
do you
that's-
like spicy stuff though?
Yeah, I like spicy
like
stuff.
I'll bang mustard or brown sauce on stuff ahead of ketchup.
Mustard head of ketchup.
Yeah.
Oh, check his laptop.
Check his laptop.
Never liked mustard.
They seem to be doing all right here with 10 men. Doesn't look like it. We're
Played
down
better,
them
if anything.
Miles is going in at the French, man. Said, my biggest gripe is the French took all the credit for Austrian pastries.
Do like a pastry, like a sweet pastry.
I know it's not pastry, but I went to the 11 June bakery today.
It's good, isn't it?
Unbelievable. I was just nearby. I had to have a look at this ground that we're going to ground share with, and it's just right near there. And
Where is it?
11 June.
No, the...
Rushford Park.
Oh, right, yeah, I know where Rushford Park is.
So, yeah, I was from nearby and I was a little bit early and thought, you know what, I'm going to try see what all the hype is about. And I thought, I'll just get something simple. So I got a chicken panini.
It's banging in there, isn't it?
It's unbelievable.
Mate, Tarno's some proper nice places.
And
That's
it's
right.
the only place I've got food where they say it's cash only, but you can send us a bank transfer.
Yeah.
Really?
So, yeah, so I literally,
Dodgy that.
It's banging.
I said
that,
it's worth
though.
it.
That's round the corner from me, that.
Nice ball, that. Oh, it's offside, of course it is.
My mate still has ketchup butties, swears by them. He's 34.
Yeah. That's criminal, that.
Is he still
That
single?
is criminal.
Can't be
Definitely
having
is.
ketchup butties, man.
No, it's hard times, that.
I thought McNeil's going to come on.
What do you think's the weirdest food combination you've ever had?
The weirdest is
Yeah.
probably chocolate and lamb.
Chocolate and lamb?
Yeah, the
How did that
chocolate sauce.
concoction
Yeah,
happen?
it's nice. But it's in a restaurant. I wasn't pissed up and made it.
Sometimes
What have I got
happens,
in? I'm gonna
Hey,
get the
I've
chocolate
been there
and lamb.
before.
Yeah, no, I've made some like weird shit that I probably can't remember. And woke up next morning.
Yeah,
and I'm
it's
like, what was I doing
Why is
there?
it a bowl of cereal with cheese?
Yeah.
in it? What's going on there?
Yeah, chocolate and lamb.
I know a lad who used to have brown sauce on shreddies.
What?
Yeah, that's the cheese on Weetabix, dry.
What?
He was a weird kid. Weird kid. God knows where he is today.
And I did the watch along with Andy Tate against Arsenal,
Yeah.
and I've never seen anyone rave about it. He said, I've not had Weetabix in 3 weeks, and he was so excited about having it. And he goes, it wasn't the real ones, it was like this night or whatever. But he was so buzzing about Weetabix, I thought, bless. And then about how he loves Jaffa cakes, and I was like,
I've never got the Weetabix hype, mate.
I have Weetabix, but it's just so I've got some.
What it is. It's like dead mushy, like the textures. Like.
yeah, it
you got to eat
from one
quick.
extreme, it goes from one
Yeah,
extreme
it's
to
like-
the other.
Yeah, you got to eat quick.
What do you mean you got to eat it quick? You should have a time limit on food.
Yeah.
like you got a clock.
You put your milk
Can't
on.
avoid
Put your
that.
milk on, and then you just got to go quick.
No, yeah. Oh, I can't have it now. The milk's been in for more than 30 seconds. Sack it off. Apparently he is single. Cheese on toast with HP sauce, banging. Yes, please, we'll have that.
That's not a weird one though, is it?
No.
No, that's good.
I
That's a
like
good one. That.
Dark chocolate dipped in gravy.
Oh God, no. Be a weird mixture of palate, that.
McNeil and Mateo Major coming on.
Nice. See what McNeil can do. Took a lot for him as well to leave City.
Yeah, he's a big
At the
United
time.
fan. He came
Yeah,
to
massive
came to one of
United
a
fan.
Paddock game the other week. Got Drolsden.
Nice.
His dad was a big fan of my and Jay's Academy review
Nice.
that we used to do.
Ooh.
I want to go watch a Paddock game actually. At some point. Nice ball that.
Oh.
Shit, 3. There's the third.
Back of my mind, I just saying.
It's another header. Is it all 3
Four
goals been
defenders,
headers?
yeah.
I just in the back of my mind, I said they've done pretty well not to concede another, but why is there someone in a United shirt celebrating Wrexham scoring?
Well, that's a bit of a mad one. Maybe a Snapdragon fan. Yeah, it's 3 headers now from crosses. It's definitely something they need to look at. Obviously, I appreciate it's 10 men, like, but look at that space. So much space. Yeah. That's it. Done for.
Well, some of these foods, I think these are from the comments. Some of these food suggestions require the taste buds of a pervert.
All right. Okay. Wrexham 3, Manchester United 1. Sam Dalby? Score.
Yeah.
Told you, a blockbuster.
Just feel for God, don't you? From that.
Yeah, definitely.
Referee uses his head there a little bit, don't he? Says he's not, have a word.
That I understand, yeah, because it is pre-season, like.
Hannibal's still, everything's going through him, innit?
Yeah, he seems one that I think most of the players are looking for him to do something, and he's always got his head up looking. But I don't.
He's a little bit disjointed in certain areas of the pitch.
Yeah.
Midfield and attack in particular.
Apparently, Jay Motty's tweet has hit the nail on the head. Not sure what he's tweeted.
see
Shall we have a look?
Yeah.
I won't be giving him any credit. He's pissed off to the stage while we're doing
We'll
this.
see if it's any good. If it's good, we won't say anything.
He's probably stole it from somewhere, knowing him. Duck Dad, I just showed up. Is the Johnny Evans playing? He is indeed. Is Johnny Evans still on the pitch?
I don't know.
He is, yeah,
I haven't even seen.
Yeah.
He's put, didn't look like a red from where I'm sat. Ref getting giddy. Crowd booing the wrong goalkeeper because of Bishop's early foul. All a bit of a pantomime.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, when was someone in United shirt celebrating a Wrexham goal as well.
It's very much for performance, this, isn't it? It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it does the young lads no harm getting a game out against.
That's what I mean. I understand it on pre-season, to be honest. But you got to take your opportunity. I don't know if.
Apparently, David Answer said Evans has been woeful.
I've not noticed him.
He's not really
Most of
been
the
in the
game.
vicinity when they scored the headers, though, is he?
I think that last one though, he was
Was it?
out of position.
Yeah. But again, he's probably trying to organise the rest of the defence around him. 10 men down. It's a bit of a nightmare. He's the only one who seems to be doing anything at all at the minute, Hannibal.
So it's called Basherfield. Wasn't it called Snapdragon before?
It's called the Snapdragon Stadium, yeah. I don't know what that means. Oh, David Bryan, calm down. He's put total humiliation. I don't think it is.
Yeah, it's pre-season, not too fussed.
Yeah, it's pre-season. It's an 11 that play week in, week out.
Probably haven't played together since the end of last season.
Yeah, and against along with young lads under the age of 23.
And it's a lesson learnt as well.
And Johnny
Like,
Evans, yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Madrid game as well, man. See the lads get some more minutes.
Yeah, Bellingham, innit? Interesting to see that.
Tell you what, if Madrid get the targeting as well, they're
Will they
serious
Campbell
for the
coming
next
on?
5-6 years.
Tell us about this lad then, David, if you can.
To be honest, I've not seen that much of him, but when I have, he's looked okay. You can't.
Evans, there he is coming
Yeah.
on.
Johnny Evans is coming off.
Stellar performance.
Oh, that's different. Apparently the pitch is called the Basherfield, and the Basherfield is in Snapdragon Stadium.
What?
So they named the grass and the stand and the
Can you
stadium.
do that?
And
The
they're
same thing.
They're Americans. They can do what they want. Have you not seen any like geopolitics? Woo! Get away from that. David lol. What for? Yeah, Mainu versus Bellingham will be a corker.
Yeah, that'll be a good test for Manu. If he like he did Rice, didn't he, the other day? If he can do Bellingham as well, he's got every chance.
Yeah.
They've got so much talent in that midfield area though, Madrid. It's unbelievable. Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Valverde, Cruz, Modric, Bellingham.
It's mad that Modric is still playing.
And he's still top.
It's class, though,
tier.
isn't it?
It's unbelievable player, Modric.
It's amazing how long he was at Spurs for, though. You think someone would have snapped him up
I
earlier.
know.
Well, United were after him, but Levy wouldn't let him go, would he? And when Scholes went, he said he wouldn't sell him to United. Can you imagine
I've always
United? Can you
loved
imagine
Modric.
like United with Modric in the team? Fucking unbelievable.
I think with the profile he's gone for now though with Mason Mount, switched up to that kind of intense play, pressing, transitional play. I'll score again here, Wrexham. Oh. 15 minutes to go.
Nearly over, boys.
Yeah.
Greg's, I can smell it from here. What time does it start going light outside now? What, 6?
It'd be
Be
light
now,
now.
Light
like
now,
yeah.
Nice pattern. Go on. Another good ball. That.
Decent ball.
Great
Ooh.
ball. Oh, first yawn. Set you off now, haven't I? Almost at the finish line.
If it's been
I thought
2 and a
your
bit
man-
hours, I've been up for 24 hours.
I thought your manager said there are no friendlies. What's going on there? Listen, son.
Well, to be fair,
We just had a player sent off, so we're not taking it as a friendly. Dango, was it Dango?
yeah.
Dango said, nah, mate, I'm going through this guy like food poisoning, and he did.
plus our manager isn't managing this game.
Yes, that's
So,
another good point,
yeah.
David Pritt. Thank you very much.
But Sandro got booked, didn't he, against Arsenal in the last game. Treat every game like a professional game.
He's been booked, Hannibal, and I can't remember who else has been booked for us as well.
I don't know where he's from, but you're making William Owen yawn as well.
Sorry, William.
So you have you're causing people to do stuff
A
around
mass
the
yawn.
world. Yeah, around the world. It's like a Mexican yawn.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Fair, it's what? 5:15 in the morning. That's what you call dedication.
It's one word for it. I know it's men against boys, but these Wrexham lads are taking liberties. Every challenge is rough. We'll do our lads some good for the Premier standard.
To be fair, we've put some rough ones in as well, but
But we're the one who's had the red card.
yeah, I think it's been quite even the way they've been tackling each other.
Giving it out as good as they're getting it.
The
Overlap. much far.
they've been a man down for the best part of a whole half and only conceded 1 goal in that time. They've not created much. But the thing is, if that doesn't happen, the way they ended the first half, it looked like it could have
you never know.
it looked like it could have been different.
Oh, and again it.
You take that, done well.
Spread well.
But as well, it's not the people on the bench. It's not like we're bringing on, people from the first team to come on
Exactly.
and it's I think it's been a decent performance. Obviously, the goals we've conceded, I think all of them haven't been great, but I thought we played some good spells of football.
Judging from the score predictions, people were kind of thinking maybe it would be a little bit more of a positive result. But
Yeah, you've made Sam Carter yawn, and he's in Australia.
yawn train. Let's go.
But ain't it like
Australia, yeah. What
yeah,
time is it? Australia?
Well, it
Shall be
doesn't
like-
matter. That's just the power of your yawning.
must be.
What time is it?
They own that
is
shit.
it like 4 o'clock over there now?
I don't know. I'm not fucking. I'm not a clock.
I'm not
Ask him what time it is.
Well, you got a camera
that's
there,
true.
Dave.
Forgot, yeah.
Hello, can you just?
What time is it in
Time-
Australia?
Jesus.
Someone.
What time are we in
Tell me.
Australia? Listen,
We've
I'm-
genuinely entered the loony hour now, right?
Yes.
So can you tell Dave Pritt what time it is down there? Thank you. Somebody
I
said, are you going to hit the gym after this for a morning workout?
there we go. Look, we've got it 2:15 p.m. in Sydney.
Well,
Yeah, and he's yawning. Sort it out. Not good enough.
yeah. I'm going to the gym. You're going to the Greg's?
Yeah, well,
I'm going to bed.
You going to the bed?
different people in life, isn't there?
Yeah.
I'm going Greg's.
You're back here again doing it tomorrow.
Tonight. What time are we starting tonight, producer Callum? I'm glad you sound as excited for it as I. Yeah, so tonight we are going to be doing the Real Madrid watch along as well.
Let's go.
I'm going to look.
1 p.m. will be live.
1 p.m. will be live.
AM.
1 a.m. Thank God for that.
I do think a bit more of a thrilling game than
Yes,
this,
I
so
imagine it will be. But they all count,
Should be all
apparently.
Yes.
You know?
Everyone's a winner. Man of the match is going to be hard. Three.
Honestly, Wrexham have been pretty good, better than I thought they would be. Haven't wasted their possession and have had a good amount of chances. Yes, bonus Exetus.
Especially considering the top striker's gone off as well. Completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
There've been poor goals we conceded though. Defensively, it's been bad. I think we've anything on the ball, like shots and stuff, we've done well, but them crossing into the box, like you said, all three have been headed goals.
Yeah, way too much space.
So, someone from the South Sudan is watching us. Major David Thiong. Good morning to you. It's 6 a.m. there. Not football related. Have you watched Oppenheimer?
Yes.
And how does it rank? I've not seen it, but
No,
how
I've
does it
not seen
rank
it yet.
with Nolan's other films?
For me, this again might be controversial. I wouldn't put it up there, but it's best like top three personally. I think
What
it's
would
good.
what would you say his top three are?
I'm a massive fan of Dark Knight. I love Dark
Yeah.
Knight with Joker in. Inception,
Inception's one of my,
So,
my
yeah,
favourite
Obsession's
films.
up there.
Interstellar as well.
I liked Interstellar. I don't think
I love the score on Interstellar as well.
I liked his early ones. I thought The Prestige was good.
Prestige
was
really, really good. Yeah. Most of his films.
Memento.
Yeah,
Memento's
that's his
top
first one,
film.
wasn't it? His I think his brother wrote that, didn't
He doesn't usually. The way they tell the story is really, really good, but I don't know. I think it's
Right.
been built up a lot more.
Was it as good as Barber?
I've not seen Barber. I refuse to
It's
see
not
Barber.
what you said
to be
off
honest
camera,
with
was it?
you. Mm.
But yeah. Ryan Gosling
They're
is
not
Ken.
supposed to know. Margot Robbie is Barbie, more importantly.
I've not seen it. Are you going to watch either of them?
I watch Oppenheimer in IMAX.
Long
but
film. It's a long
Yeah,
film.
3 hours, yeah.
It felt like 4. Like, it was,
Fuck.
Well,
New Martin
yeah, just
Scorsese
over
film's
3 hours.
4 hours long.
Cillian Murphy was good in it though.
Was he Cillian Murphy though? Because I always think that
I
Cillian
did feel
Murphy's
that little
got
bit.
that thing now where he like just
Yeah.
turns up and plays himself.
I don't know. I felt at certain points like Peaky Blinders, the art and the suit and that. Like,
Andy Rocks. Cheers, lads, for the watch along. Really appreciate the effort. You're welcome.
absolutely.
Did well there to win the free kick.
Crowd
Yeah.
of 34,248 for this game.
How many Wrexham fans do you reckon there is there?
What about?
I reckon there'd be quite a few.
I think.
Yeah, with that documentary, I'm sure there's people who, especially who's been people behind it, people have clinged onto it.
Do you
And
think?
yeah,
It's done in there.
Well, why would the people who live over there not already have a club to support? Do you know what I mean? I just...
Especially Wrexham.
Maybe it's just me, but I've never watched a documentary and gone, you know what, I'm going to support, I don't know, pick a team.
If you didn't support
think it's-
United, what team would you support abroad?
Abroad?
Yeah, is there a team you've admired from like other leagues?
Yeah, my family's from like Florence in Italy, so I like Fiorentina.
Nice. Love that kit in the night.
Yeah, Nintendo.
Oh, purple.
Or the 7
You'd
up.
have
one.
that controversial one, though,
Controversial
in the-
7-1. Yeah. I don't know how the designer didn't notice that.
I think though in America, it's not all about sports, but they support like the local college teams, but the professional teams, not necessarily where they live.
Yeah, they don't have
Yeah.
that because the more franchises, aren't
Yeah.
there?
Like it's mad how
Like they can
like
move.
when like Wimbledon went to MK Dons moved places. It happens all the time
Yeah.
over there.
I think English football as well
I mean,
is a lot more tribal in it.
Like you remember what LA the Raiders they went to Oakland, and then I think they're in Vegas now.
Didn't they have someone go from the East Coast to the West Coast?
The baseball, the
Yeah, it was
Dodgers.
The Dodgers.
Yeah, they were the Brooklyn Dodgers, and then now they're the LA Dodgers.
Like, can
Going
you
on there?
imagine that? London United.
There's a guy on the pitch,
Oh,
spicing it up a bit.
most
He's
exciting
just dodged one of
I've
them as
seen.
well.
Was he a Just Stop Oil guy?
It might be, you know.
They don't have it in America, them lot, do they?
Have them all around the world.
Oh, they're
man.
everywhere. They're everywhere.
Trying to save the,
He had
trying to
something
save
like,
the
he had
world.
like a green card in his hand or something.
It might be like a protest about immigration. He's been the best player, hasn't he? I'd
for
probably
us,
say.
definitely. He's been box to box as well. He's edge of his own box. He's been attacking.
Yeah.
I mean, everything we've done has gone through him.
I like to see a loan to the Premier League though if they can.
I still think the Championship it can do something. It's a tough league.
Yeah, physical. It's more the pace of the Premier League. Like, I want to see the rhythm and the pace. I think he's good enough to at least start in the bottom of the table for a team.
Didn't Johnny Evans? Didn't he win the league with Sunderland? Him and Welbeck. And then I think that when they came back, they both won the league with United.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah, they won the Championship. I'm pretty sure with Sunderland. And then
That's a good quiz question.
And then the following year, they won the Premier League with United. Both of them. I'm sure it was Johnny Evans and Welbeck.
Oh.
Someone from America saying it's hard to fully support because you can't really travel with the team, and even your nearest team could be far away. It's like this guy's or girls. My nearest MLS team is like a 3-hour drive. That's not local, that though, is it? Like it could be nearly near London.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, 3-hour drive's heavy. 5-minute walk for Old Trafford. Right.
Fair play to Ryan Reynolds though. He's organised a red card and an intruder as well on the pitch.
Everything for the documentaries.
Yeah, and what we didn't see on camera is that someone in a Deadpool suit took him off.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me. 2.5 minutes.
You're counting them down, you aren't you? Can you not wait to finish?
What's his Greg's?
Yeah, that's it. Chicken bakes on the mind.
They do them like this early.
I don't even know if I think they want a Victoria Station, will yeah.
But you take that another save.
Yo.
Oh.
Was that handball?
Here's a question for you. Do you guys consider yourself lucky living in Manchester?
In what sense?
Yeah.
Not because we support United, but
They didn't give any further context.
if it's to do with United, it's not really. Just most people support who their local
To be
team is.
fair, where I live is like the closest, like not too far away from town. You're close to Old Trafford, you've got Trafford Centre, you've got Salford Quays, so in that regard.
But do you wake up every morning and go like, you know what, I am lucky?
No.
The weather's shite. I mean, let's just have it right. All of Europe, I'm not like celebrating climate change, but the whole of Europe is like hot as shit. And Manchester is torrential.
what,
But we've got the greenest of grass.
We've got the greenest. Who gives a flying?
I like rain. I embrace
You like
it.
rain?
Yeah.
And he's
I
wearing
get too hot in the
shorts.
sun. Yeah,
He's
exactly.
wearing shorts.
I get too hot, man, in the sun.
It wasn't too bad today. The sun was out for a bit.
For the majority of like 10 minutes. It's
Yeah,
pissing it
maybe.
down again. I think Di Maria was moaning about that, wasn't he, about Manchester?
I think
Rains
it's
all
more
the
his
time.
missus, wasn't
Like,
it?
did you not read up about Manchester before you signed? Always pisses it down.
Canano, even with his opening statement about moving here, mentioned the weather.
It was United related because millions of people around the world would love to be able to be so accessible to the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know because
The thing is, I think we take it for granted because we're born and
Maybe,
we're
yeah.
born
no, but
here.
I'm a United fan because from Manchester, my dad was a United fan.
Yeah.
It's like you saying if you were from where your family were in Florence, I'm sure you'd be supporting Florence rather than United, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It's all about circumstances where you live.
Well, I don't know if it's always a circumstance.
I think,
where you live.
especially Europe.
Yeah, but I've got a lot of my friends because they grew up in the 80s and they support Liverpool, and that's because John Barnes used to play for Liverpool and the black lads growing up, and John Barnes was the superhero. But they've got absolutely zero ties to Liverpool.
No, but it's if they're from Manchester, it's only 26 miles away, and it's not like it's that far away.
I do find it strange though when speaking to someone's in Old Trafford, you hear like a Scouse accent. Like, oh,
Yeah.
no, I find it strange.
My wrist boy. I live in Australia, so I get nice weather and great beaches, but it's not United. You know what we need to do
Also
is
get
just
snakes
swap.
in your bog.
No,
as
they've got all the spiders and stuff there.
Not a fan of
We've got
that. Huntsman
spiders.
spiders. Yeah.
Yeah, what more dangerous?
Yeah. We've got a City fan in the chat who's been very nice, by the way. I'm born and raised in Sydney, but absolutely loved living in Manchester. 1, for football, and 2, you could easily travel to Europe if you want to escape the rain. So you loved living in Manchester because it was easy to leave. Brilliant. And now even
There
that,
we go,
even
full
that's
time.
not easy with the Manchester airport. Full time. Thank you for watching, persevering with us, and playing the games that we had to do to try and stay awake. It finished 3-1, didn't it?
Yeah.
Double check.
Wrexham 3, Man United 1.
Yeah, we're
Dan
unfortunate.
Gore
Dan Gore sent off, so
Yeah.
that was a bit unfortunate. Any last words on the game?
I mean, they did a good account. I mean, 10 men for a majority of the second half. I thought we did quite well, only conceding 1. But there was a lot of good play. I thought Hannibal did all right. So, yeah, I mean, there's stuff to learn from and they can move on from. But it's not a result that they'll be thinking about, thinking, Christ, we got beat.
Not really. Anything?
Minutes in the legs, fitness, experience, lessons learned. That's all you can say.
Yeah,
Preseason,
I'm not too sure what's more. We are going to be doing a match review after this, so if you just stay in this link, we will go straight to that. I think my highlight was Ole Gunnar Sausage.
Absolutely.
Aside
Belter
from
of that was.
Yeah, and if you want to find out more about that, I might talk about that in the next video. But thank you, everybody who's been watching tonight. See you soon.
Peace.